Hey, what's up? It's Jacqueline. Welcome back to the show. How sweet is this? We are struggling right now. I'm going to just start off with something negative. I made a game time decision before pressing record to eat a full breakfast or not. I figured if I have proper nutrition in my body, I'll do a good job. And here we are falling asleep. What did I eat, you ask? 2 full slices of sourdough. She's eating sourdough, slathered half an avocado on that, 3 eggs. I put it all on top. And then for some reason, I wanted a sweet treat after that. So I had I so overdid it. I'm falling asleep. This is my first episode back since July, fully falling asleep. I had a full perfect bar. You know those refrigerated bars you can get they're in the grocery store. I don't know. Eggs and toast, egg avocado toast. I woke up at 4:30. Okay. I woke up at 4:30. It's currently September 9th at 9:55 a.m. We just pressed record and I'm falling asleep. We're not checking my Oura Ring stats. We don't care. We're going to ignore that because that's going to give me even more anxiety about, I don't know. I'm back. Mama hasn't been working. Okay. I haven't recorded since July. We're back. Summer's over. I'm going to stop using that. Sorry. Summer's over. We're not happy about that. Are we happy about that? It's fall, bitch. I don't care what anyone says. I know it's 100 degrees here in Southern California. Fall is here, bitch. I have butterflies. I could do an entire episode about the giddy feeling I get every morning. Just, it's not even cold in the morning here, but just knowing that there are pumpkin spice lattes available now. There are pumpkin spice products back at Trader Joe's. The candles, the tchotchkes, the decor items are all over Home Goods. Now they've been there for 3 months. They started that shit before the 4th of July at Home Goods. But the decor is here. I'm already seeing Christmas decor. So fall is here, bitch. Football's back. Go Seahawks. I don't know. I'm do I care this year? I do. I have to care about a team. Okay. Who do I care about? I care about the Chiefs just because this is my 4th year in a row. Every single Chiefs game, basically, I go to this Chiefs bar with our friends that are diehard Chiefs fans. So I feel like I'm a Chiefs fan at this point. However, I am a Seahawks fan. I'm from Washington. Okay. I have a great show for you today. Let me get into what we're going to talk about. First day back. Cheers to that. Should I set the scene with my beverages, my lip gloss color, and my outfit? Do you guys want to know that first, or do you want to know the list? It's my show. I'll choose. Okay. So today we're going to go into the life updates. Where have I been? What has been going on? The good and the bad. We're going to do the good, and then we're going to do the bad. Then I'm going to rapid fire the news. I have probably a list here of 47 really heavy, really important news topics. Jesus Christ. To cover. Phone call during the show. Do I just put my shit on Do Not Disturb? I need to figure, duh. Episode 406. So professional. We're already, oh my God, I don't edit. How do you do it? Focus, Do Not Disturb, silence, all notifications. I don't think that stops phone calls though, right? I don't know, whatever. So rapid fire news. There has been so much. There has been so much going on in the world. And I have honestly really enjoyed sitting back and watching it all happen on other people's podcasts and watching everyone else diarrhea of the mouth and surface level talk about all of these things they just saw an article about or a headline about or a social media post. I like watching other people. I've been liking watching other people do it. It's been kind of nice taking a break. I needed a break. I take breaks when I want. It's, it is what it is. I took a month or so off. I just need some time. I just need some time to sit back and reflect. And I've been working on some shit behind the scenes. I always allude to that, but There's always something brewing. Okay, anyways, moving on. Rapid fire news. Fall trends. We're not going to do that. Don't care. Don't follow trends is the fall trend. Just do your own thing. And propaganda I'm not falling for. I have a list here of that. So it'll be fun. It's going to be like, hi, where have I been? What are the good things happening in my life and the bad things happening? And then it's going to be like rapid fire news. Holy shit. Nina and Logan are at each other's throats in a taxi. How long will their marriage last? They just got, oh my God. And then they did like so I'll like talk about that shit, like, oh my God. What else is happening? Like there was a murder at Burning Man. We'll talk about some murder shit. We've got murder shit. We've got Meghan Markle. We've got people like, okay, well, we'll just get into it. Outfit, beverages, lip gloss, powder. I'm in my, what is this? Go to YouTube or Spotify to watch. Please hit that subscribe button, by the way. Wherever you're listening right now, I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast. Wherever you listen to podcasts, please hit that subscribe button and review the show. Give me a 5-star review while you're there. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. And for mostly beauty content and lifestyle content, I'm a beauty guru officially. Like I am officially on PR lists. I'm actually on a PR list that I never thought I would get on right now. And, I always like knew someday I'd probably get on something like this, but yeah, I'm doing the makeup videos. I'm doing the skincare videos. I'm doing all the behind the scenes lifestyle type content over on my social media. I love it. I just love making that kind of content over there. So, check me out over on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. And, did I say subscribe to the YouTube channel? Yeah, please hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel so you can like see what I'm wearing and all the shit I'm going to allude to on set here when I set the scene. My fake Labubu. And patreon.com/TJMS if you want to support the show. Patreon.com/TJMS. It's $5 a month. Go check it out. It's my little subscription service, my little tip jar if you want to, support your local podcast host in these god awful economic times that I am deeply struggling. How are y'all doing? How are your wallets doing? I'm kidding. What did I just buy the other day? And I'm like, literally fuck off. Like, what the fuck did I buy? And I was like, there's no way it's this much. You know what's weird? Razors don't cost as much as they used to. Like razors used to be like when you buy the refill at Walmart, it was like $18.99 for some reason for like 4 new razor blade refills for like your Venus or your Gillette or what do I use? I use like the Amazon Basics Venus dupe 5-blade moisturizing. I saw how many times I repurchased on Amazon and it's like 37 times. Like I've only used this razor for probably the last 5 years since I started this podcast. But now razors are cheap. But like what I'm trying to think of like what I bought and I'm like, there's no way. I don't know. Like a $60 steak. No, that's like a rarity. Yeah. Anyways, shit's like, it's just crazy. Like inflation is okay. Cool. $5 a month, patreon.com/TJMS. Okay. What are we doing? Okay. So I woke up at 4:30. So I'm setting the scene now. I am wearing a Under Armour fleece zip up. It's baby pink. Cool. I'm also sitting in air conditioning. So this is like I know it's like 90 degrees in San Diego, but like I have air conditioning on for the dogs and, I'm freezing. So this is my little outfit of the day for the show. Yeah, I woke up at 4:30. What am I saying? Put this shit on, put on my makeup, did my hair, got ready for the podcast, put this zip up on, black coffee. We're on my 3rd. You guys, that breakfast is hitting me like a bus. I am in a coma right now. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know. I've lost so much weight that I'm like, I just need to like eat and nourish my body more. Cause I like don't eat as much anymore. So I think like, oh, just like eat. You need to, it's the morning, you need nourishment. I like to take my supplements with food, certain supplements I take. Anyways, so black coffee, number 3, ice cold water. Lipstick is Max Syrup as always. And my lip gloss is the Ulta Beauty Plumped Up Pout Shade Vagina. I don't know. It's like a vagina color. Actually all vaginas are, dude, I'm not doing this episode. Like I can't, I literally can't do this. This is the point where we're going to bring you in right now, right here, real time. We don't edit. This is the point of the show. You guys, if you've been here forever, if you've been with me from the start, you know, there's always a point in the show where I'm like, fuck this, I'm re-recording it. And I just hit that moment right there. Okay. All vaginas are beautiful. They're different colors, but, this is anyways, Ulta Beauty Plumped Up Pout lip gloss. And then my Wet n Wild 5-in-1 essence powder. I always talk about this for my upper lip as I'm talking because, ow, fuck. Oh my God. Okay. Do I have blood? Okay. No, I'm good. Anyways, my skin is perfect. Okay. My skin is perfect. Let's just like segue into like life updates. Let's just start with the good. We'll just start with the good. So that was the scene. That's what I'm wearing. You got the plugs, you know, to subscribe, you know, to follow, you know, to like and all that. Please just go make sure you do that before you keep listening. Okay. My skin is perfect. We're still a little rusty with these sound effects. Okay. My dream is to have like, if you guys listen to some podcasts, they have like a sound effects person on set. That's my dream. I don't do post-production fucking editing where I'm like placing sound effects. I've done that here and there in the past, but like, it's just not the vibe. I'd rather do it real time and have a weird delay. So my skin is perfect. The reason I'm saying this is because I just nicked the only imperfect thing on my face that I have found in probably 3 weeks. So last night I'm like looking at Cory. I'm like, look at my skin. It's so good. It's so good. And the next thing I know, I'm like double checking in my magnifying mirror that it is good, that it is perfect, that wow, good job, Jacqueline. You're not picking your face anymore. Why aren't you picking your face anymore? Why is it taking you 30 years to stop picking your face? Because now you have legit makeup and skincare companies sending you stuff that you want to promote and like help them out and like do videos and like do like 4K high definition of your face. And so it's like an incentive to like not pick your face now. Now I have a reason to not pick my face. And I actually told Cory, I said, I'm too good. My new mantra is like, I am too good looking to have bad skin. I am too good looking to have bad skin. Like the only reason I ever have bad skin is because I pick it. Literally, that's it. The only reason. And so I was so proud of myself. I looked at him. I'm like, oh my gosh, my skin is perfect. And then anyways, fast forward, I'm in my magnifying mirror and then underneath my nose, and I just nicked it, was like the deepest, darkest blackhead from hell I have ever seen. I didn't even know it was like in my nose. You know how like sometimes I get in there and it hurt really bad. And I was like, that's crazy. Like I just noticed it. It was probably there for a week. I don't know why. It was like in a weird spot, but I just like nicked it. I did extract it. So I did kind of like sort of pick my face, but like sometimes that's okay. Sometimes you have to extract certain things. But whenever I'm like tempted to pick my skin, I bust out my Amazon $15 like ear, what's it called? My ear. I have a device that is probably so dangerous to use, but I bust out my like $15 Amazon earwax with the camera scooper system, my fucking backhoe for my ear. So when I catch myself like analyzing my face, if you're a picker, you get it. If you're like me right now, if you're like, you know what is the reason for picking? It's like an anxiety thing. Like some people bite their nails, or I don't feel like it's just like a bad habit. And I love to like get the things out. I don't know. It's satisfying. It's like, it's probably some trauma response. I don't fucking know. But anytime I catch myself like getting really in there, you know, in the mirror where I'm like starting to do stuff, I'm starting to like find, like look for stuff and slightly like touch little pores. Lately, I've been grabbing my backhoe for my ear and I fucking get in there. I dim the lights in my bathroom. We just got new dimmers. They're great. We didn't have dimmers since we moved in, and it's been such a game changer. Life update. We got dimmers in our bathroom. Cool. But I dim the lights. I turn that shit on and I just start going. And then it's like, okay, that is where I'll get my fix. It's amazing how many blackheads you have in your ear. I'm disgusting. Moving on. What other sound effects? I forget where they're at. No. Yep, we know that one. Okay, anyways. Fuck, I shouldn't have worn this. I'm getting hot. Oh, shit. Okay, so the good life updates. Let's move on. Cory's birthday weekend. We just celebrated his birthday weekend here at the Hotel del Coronado. It's a famous hotel here in San Diego. We had a beautiful weekend. Happy birthday, Cory. Yeah, we had a nice time. We spent the whole weekend there, and we were home in 10 minutes. Staycations are where it's at. I feel like if you live in a nice place, like San Diego has so much to offer as far as staycations go. There's actually like 4 spots. It's not like we're going to stay at the Hilton downtown. Like we're not going to like go to some like random downtown hotel. I mean, unless it's like I feel like the unique ones here are the Hotel Del, the Lafayette Hotel. That's a really cute vibe. They're really eclectic and like fun and like there's like wallpaper on everything. I don't know. And then the La Valencia is just like super nice. Obviously there's like resorts. I don't know. But yeah, we did the staycation. So that's a good part of my life right now. My sister got married. Like where have I been? If you're still here right now, I want you to bow your head and, not bow your head. If you are with me right now, maybe you're here out of curiosity after that damn Instagram post where I like poured my heart out and I said, hey, you know my name, you don't know my story. Okay, here's my story. You might be here out of curiosity because of that. Just know this is not reflective of this is not a good show. I'm just putting it out there right now. I should never talk down on myself. Fuck. I woke up at 4:30. I'm hustling in these streets for you. I'm getting shit done. And we're keeping it moving. So I need to go through this because I have 43 news topics to talk about, and some of them are really good. Cory's birthday weekend. Oh, my sister got married, so I haven't seen you since then. That was like the big thing of the summer. That was in August. Yeah, birthday weekend, Labor Day weekend. Life's good. No complaints. Everything's great. So, cool. We might be going to, this is also the good news. We might be going to the UFC number 320, I believe, in Vegas on October 4th. I might be there. So if you're going to go, I might be there. I'm a recent convert, or I recently watched, oh my God, Chimaev. What's the guy, isn't he Iranian? Where is he from? He's super fucking savage and crazy. And like I don't know anything about UFC. And I think this was the first time, because I think you have to buy it. It's not like on TV. You have to like buy it and watch it. So we were at our friend's house, and typically we watch the boxing matches that happen at their house. And this was the first time we watched a full UFC fight. And I was like, holy shit. Like it's a hard thing to watch. Like for me, it was really hard to watch. It's so violent. And I know, like I've seen clips, right? I've seen people talk about the UFC. I've seen, I am aware of it, but I've never sat through a full fight. And it's like, you're so, for me, I'm a little girl. I'm a little like dainty sunflower. Okay. Like it bothers me to see violence. Okay. I don't like violence. And, yeah, I was watching it the whole time. Like, fuck this. Like he's fucking, like he's hurting. They're hurting each other. They're like, some of these UFC fight videos I see, like their entire eye, it's like, how is their eyeball not like on the other side of the ring? Like their eyes are so fucked up. Everything gets so fucked. Their mouths are all bloody. It's like literal, like fighting to the death, like cage fighting. So I'm in. I'm like, damn, that was so like the adrenaline rush I had watching it. I was like anxious. I literally was like sweaty palms the whole time, like freaking the fuck out. I like never have seen anything like it. And so anyways, we might be going to the UFC. We have a buddy. I talked about having rich friends and how great that is. I did like a whole spiel about like the spontaneity or like the spontaneous life you can live when you have really wealthy friends that are like, yeah, come along. Like, just, you know, we'll fly private. You'll get on my jet and we'll just go and you'll be VIP. You'll be sitting next to Joe Rogan, rubbing his bald head as he's announcing. And you'll also be walking out with, who's the other guy? Pereira? I don't know how to say it, but they're fighting. And let me actually try. Kalev and Pereira. Anyways, they're fighting and we might have a sick setup and we might go, but we might also not go. So I don't know. That's the good news. I'm like, you guys know me in sports and how I'm not like other girls, right? Like you guys, I'm not trying to like be annoying, but you guys, I fucking live for live entertainment, sports, football season, fucking, I'll watch the NBA finals and I'll follow all that shit. I don't really watch the season. I love like the World Series of baseball. Like I always like when things are happening and it's hypey and cool and it's in those like major sports categories. You know what I mean? Like I love golf. Oh my God. Golf. The Ryder Cup, isn't that this weekend? I don't know. Is it here or is it in the UK? Like I just do. Like I'm not trying to downplay it. Now I guess I'm into, I like watching boxing. Like I genuinely do like watching that. And now I'm into UFC. That's the thing. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, let me just reflect. Am I riding the coattails of my husband's interests and not my own? Okay, wait, let me reflect. It's not like Cory sits down at night with me and puts on, it's not like I have the remote and I'm like, let's watch like a vlog. Let's watch a lifestyle vlogger on YouTube, or like, let's watch a makeup video on YouTube, or let's watch like a home decor. Sometimes we watch like the Architectural Digest ones together, or like we have this realtor guy we really like watching. His name's like Inez. I think it's Inez. He does really amazing home tours. So we do watch that kind of stuff. But for the most part, like when I sit down on the couch with Cory, we're watching sports and we can share that together, I guess. It's nice for him. Am I just throwing in the towel with, but we know, because I genuinely like it. I do genuinely like it. And then for some reason, I feel like I'm wasting my life away watching, reality TV. I just don't watch it. I just don't. Ever. Like we're not on these like Love Island shows. What's the other one everyone's into? 90 Day Fiance, Love is Blind, Bachelor. Like I don't watch any of that. Real Housewives. I love to hear other people talk about it. I like kind of know the tea because of social media. People always talk about it on their shows, like their podcasts, but I just feel like I can't relax to that kind of show. I can relax to a murder documentary. Like I want to see people's throats getting, I should not say that. It's insensitive to, I'm thinking of a story we're going to talk about. Put a pin in that. Throat getting slit, and how fucking crazy it is. I don't know if you've heard about it. The news is not reporting on it. But I will. We'll talk about a throat getting slit and a life being lost in a horrible, tragic way in Charlotte, North Carolina. Moving on. But I can like chill and relax to a stimulating murder documentary or like a really good movie. I like anything that's like more of a puzzle when I watch it. I just don't like the drama of the reality shit and makeup videos and stuff. Like I get that on my TikTok. I don't need to watch it on YouTube. Anyways, what did I say? Sports. Dude, I'm deleting this fucking episode. Like I'm actually going to. What else is happening in the good news? Well, let me just delete this because I don't want to accidentally talk about it, because I don't know why I wrote that down. You guys don't need to know about that. It is good news, but I am choosing I am choosing, I'm so fucking hot, I'm an oversharer. Okay. Makes for good content, makes for juicy, interesting content, makes for great entertainment. But there are certain things I am choosing to withhold that you guys just don't need to know about. But there is something good happening in my life that I was about to say, and then I deleted it so you guys just guess. Just guess, like, what could be happening that's like super good. What clue could I give you? It starts with a W. All right. The good news here is, oh my God. And I promise. Okay. We need to like have a moment right now. We need to have a moment. God. Oh no, that's my Kris Jenner one. Let's just like, where's my like, okay. We're resetting the podcast right now. We're resetting. That is the last time I will do that little spiel about like, F this, I'm re-recording, I'm annoyed, I can't do this. That's the last time, okay? Let's just like, remember that. Okay. I'm just annoyed, by the way. The reason I got all flustered is because I'm annoyed I did like the good and the bad. Like I keep saying like the other good news, and then I'm going to talk about my fucking hyperfixation meals. So like another good thing happening in my life is that I'm eating the same food around the clock, and that's what I do, right? So I get obsessed with something for months, and then I get disgusted by it. And then it's so crazy because like I'll go on a smoothie kick, then I'll go on for like breakfast, and then I'll go on a avocado toast egg kick, which I'm on right now. I kind of talked about that already with what I ate before the show that I should not have eaten with the perfect bar, because it's like my stomach is not as big as it used to be. And yeah, I'm just like so fucking full. And then it'll be like no breakfast. I'm not eating breakfast sometimes. And then it might just be like a protein shake with water, just like protein powder water. And then dinner rotates. I'll go on like a steak kick. I'll go on a pasta kick, which I'm on now. I'll go on a taco bowl kick. You know what I mean? So I rotate and I get like obsessive. So I already told you my, damn it. This is the wrong thing to wear. You guys, this is the wrong thing to wear. I'm not stopping. No, we're not doing that. Remember, we're not doing that. Okay. Okay. So we're not, okay. For dinner, oh my God, this is my hyperfixation dinner. Trader Joe's pre-packaged pesto chicken breast. Okay. That's I get 2 packs of that. And then I get 2 packs of the Trader Joe's butternut squash ravioli. Okay. Then I get bacon, pancetta. Last night I had to use spicy what the fuck is it called? Like salami. Let's just say spicy salami. I get a little cured meat action going with the ravioli and the chicken. Okay. Then lots of Parmesan, lots of hard cheese shredded on top. Okay. So you like cook the pasta in the Dutch oven. You just like really get it crusty and good. You do is there a vegetable in this? I've added asparagus once, which was good, but I haven't been doing that recently. I kind of just like the no veggie. So you do the butternut squash ravioli, you cook that, you cook your chicken, you cook the bacon or the pancetta, you fry that up, chop everything up, right? Like the chicken, the pancetta, all that stuff. And then you combine it, you add some olive oil, you combine everything together, you chop up the chicken, right? Oh my God, then I'm getting like fresh basil, fresh rosemary in there. I'm getting thyme, like any herbs that I have in my garden. Am I Meghan Markle? Am I Meghan Markle? I just Meghan Markle that shit. I don't talk like that. That is, I feel like, was that genuine or was that fake? That was genuine though. Like I'm actually like putting fresh herbs from my garden in my butternut squash ravioli basil pesto chicken pasta. And it's wonderful. And I'm not fake, okay? I'm super authentic. And yeah, so that's my hyperfixation dinner. Cory loves it. We eat it like 3 times a week. He took it to lunch, or took it for lunch to work. He took it to work for lunch today. Yeah. So there's that. That's my hyperfixation meal. Cool. We did that. Electrolytes. Another good thing happening in my life is I'm making electrolytes. I'm obsessed with electrolytes. I should have drank them this morning. Now that I think about it, that probably would have helped my energy levels. Probably not. That food, you guys, once you get to a certain age, you just can't eat a heavy breakfast. Like you just can't. And I don't know what I was thinking, especially pre-podcast. Like I don't know what I was thinking. If you go on YouTube or Spotify to watch this episode, I am drinking black coffee with a glass straw out of a mug. Okay. Like that's the setup to preserve the lip gloss situation, which I think I need to reapply. I think we're getting a little upper lip shininess and we're getting a little lacking of the glossy lips. Okay. So anyways, Element electrolytes are really good. And I started drinking them a few weeks ago. And the natural sustained energy I was getting after drinking them was insane. And I go, oh my God, I don't need a nap. You guys know me with my nap. I was like, holy shit, I have so much energy. And it's like 12:30, which is usually my nap time. And I was like, oh my God, this is like what I've been missing, because I sauna 7 days a week. I sauna so much. Yes, I take supplements. Yes, I eat relatively healthy-ish. I feel like I do. I don't know. I've been eating a lot of like fried chicken and shit and like bar food, and like some weeks go by and I'm like, I don't think I ate anything green. Like not good. Okay. I just bought fucking spirulina powder to make up for that. I'm like, I just need like a deep green. I'll just throw it in a little smoothie really quick and like make a small smoothie just to make me feel like I'm getting chlorophyll in my body, right? Is that what that green stuff in the plants is? Yeah, right? Chlorophyll? I'm not stupid, I swear. Like that is what it is, right? All the green in the leaves is chlorophyll. Yeah. So, oh my God, electrolytes. What was I just saying before that? So, I sauna so much. And even though I do supplements, I'm taking my magnesium, you sweat a lot of that out. And so you need to be, especially if you're daily sauning, you need to replace it, right? Like you need to like have something to help you, because regular people could probably get away with not drinking electrolytes. But I feel like if you're in the sauna every day, a lot for a long time, like I live for the sauna. I love the sauna. You need the electrolyte. So I started getting the Element ones. And then I was like, this just seems, for what it is, just like it seems a little steep. You know what I mean? Like I think for like 12 packets, it's like $2 a packet. And my brain, it's like, I'll spend $2 if Element electrolytes is putting the electrolytes in a bottle, and I buy it for $2. My brain goes, oh yeah, like I'll buy that for $2. No big deal. I'll like stock my fridge with 50 of them, and I'll, cause I buy like Celsius Alani's, I buy those energy drinks and they're like probably like $2.50. I don't know, $3. And I stock the house with those and I don't have a problem with it. But for some reason, the packet being $2 is like, it just seems like some BS. And it's also just like salt and some flavor and some like other powders. So anyways, long story short, I go to their website to see if I can like buy in bulk, sign up for like a subscription. So it's cheaper. I don't know. Cause I wanted to start drinking them every day. And they literally have the recipe on their website on how to make their electrolytes. And I was like, holy shit. So I looked up some videos. Other people were making them and doing their little TikToks on how to make them. And I was like, holy shit, I'm going to do this. So I bought magnesium powder, sodium chloride, which is just pickling salt. Like you can just buy like the salt you use when you can pickles and beets and all that stuff. So like you just buy that salt, sodium chloride, magnesium malate, and then potassium chloride. And then I bought those True Lime, I think is what they're called. They're True Lemon. They're like the sugar in them is like stevia. Okay, whatever. Fuck off. Like who cares? It's like, oh my God, stevia. Sugar free, whatever. Better than real sugar, but like, then I got those different flavors and then a little citric acid for a little punch. And I've been sitting in my kitchen and it's really therapeutic. I do my little, and I bought those little drug bags you can get like when you're a drug dealer and you need to like, it's literally like I have a scale, I have my white powders, and I have my clear bags that I put the different amounts of each thing in, and I just make a bunch of them. It looks like they look like drugs. Like when you like hold it up, it's like, not that I would know, but yeah. So that's my other fun life update. Cool. This is the bad news happening. Okay. And then we'll get to the news and then we'll get to my propaganda I'm not falling for. Bad news is this. I am fully relying on ChatGPT in an unhealthy way. Let me make that a little louder. And I'm pretty sure you are too. Like, I'm sure you're right there with me. I've got that premium subscription to ChatGPT. I'm not going to be a boomer about it anymore and say BT, ChatGPT. Fully reliant in an unhealthy way to the point where I use it for everything, bitch. I never ponder a question. I never wonder why anymore. I never go into my own brain cells to dig back to things I've learned over the years and I don't use deductive reasoning anymore. I don't process information and sit. A bitch doesn't wait anymore to get an answer. I literally talk to ChatGPT. I say, hey, blah, 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 you know, boom. And now it's at the point I got that we're on number 5, I believe, where usually it would transcribe and then it would spell everything out. And then you press send on that thing on the chat. And then it would like go. Now you just talk or type and then I think you just press the button and it goes. Like it automatically just goes. Like you don't have to so it's faster now is what I'm saying. But you know what? At the end of the day, and I know they're like doing studies or there's things coming out about people that use it every day and like what it's doing and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, I feel smarter in certain ways. I feel like, you know, like the other day, Cory blew his back out. He blew it out, you know, and he hasn't done that in 2 years. Fully blew it out where he was bedridden for 2 days. I'll just blow up his spot right now. Like it was really bad. He was golfing. Okay. Didn't warm up. And, you know, I think golfers, country clubs need to have a facility, like a warm-up facility. I'm sure, do any of them have that? It's like the locker room, right? But they need to have like a gym thing where you can like get into it, you know, roll out on a foam roller or like, you know, do some dynamic stretching. And like, didn't Tiger Woods have like a whole 3-hour thing before he golfed? Like anytime I've golfed and I just like hit it and I just swing and I haven't like flowed in my body and like done a yoga flow or like a downward dog or whatever. I haven't like really like twisted and like reached and like really gotten into it. I just feel rusty. So anyways, that's just my thought on country clubs. I haven't golfed in a minute. I'm like, dude, I'm actually golfing. We're doing this really fun thing on Friday. There's like this event here, a fun event here that we're going to hit up. It's like a couples thing it's not even couples. It's like anyone could go, but I know we're going to meet a lot of fun people at this because it's like free drinks, golf, but it's like at nighttime. So the ball glows and it's like, you know, festive and, you know, I just thought I'm excited for the haunted forest here. It's coming up. Dude, I love fall. Did we lose my train of thought? Did we lose it? Electrolytes. And then we moved on to ChatGPT, fully reliant. I don't wonder anymore. I feel like I was going to say something. Basically, okay, he blew his back out. Golf. Okay, I was talking about country clubs, see how that works. That's why I do what I do. My brain just always like, it's like a little, I'm like, you know, when you play Chutes and Ladders or you play like Candyland, I don't know, like there's like games where there's lots of channels you have to like, or like the game of life. I don't know. There's like pathways. My brain, when I podcast, has so many pathways going. And then if I get going on a new pathway and I always like find myself back to where I was. So I was talking about how Cory blew his back out, and I was talking about ChatGPT and how I'm fully reliant on it. And then I talked about, oh my God, Cory blew his back out, and I use ChatGPT. I'll get to the point. And I talked about how country clubs should have a warm up thing where you can like do that before you play, because I don't know. I just feel like you need to warm up. Like you can't just, I mean, you can. Most people just go and golf. Like it's not a big deal. Or you know what? Bitch, it's the driving range. Like you go hit some balls at the range, you go on the little putting green, you like warm up on the putting green. I get it. I'm talking about more like body work and like foam rolling and shit. But anyways, he blew his back out. I pointed to the spot where his back hurt, and I already kind of knew it was his QL, but like it just gave us the protocol from the heavens of like, I mean, it was like, do this, don't do that, take this supplement at this time to help with this, to like get him out of pain and to get him. I mean, we've been through this before. But it just gives you information, like literally anything. I'll take a picture of my skin and I'll be like, hey, what the fuck is this thing under my nose? This giant blackhead or whatever. Like it gives you like so much information, or it makes you, you know what? I'm making the statement right now. I think the issue we have as a society is that people are not curious anymore. We get so much information fed to us 24/7 that we don't wonder, we're not curious, right? But what ChatGPT does is, in my experience, is it makes you more curious. It makes you wonder, like you'll just be like, I'll be in any situation. Like right now, I'm like looking at my desk and I could be like, this isn't a Labubu, but like, I don't know. Like literally, like I could take a picture of this and be like, hey, what company makes this? And tell me about their CEO. And is he having an affair with his HR lady? I don't know. Like you could literally just ask anything, or you could just be like, you know, so it makes you curious. It makes you look around in your environment, in the world, and like the things you're doing and the things you're interacting with, the people you're interacting with. It just makes you wonder why. And then you're like, oh my gosh, it's fun. It's like fun to learn. It's making learning fun. ChatGPT is making learning fun for me. It's making me a more curious person, a more educated person, especially when it comes to health and nutrition and, the world, like things happening in the world. I can have it dumb it down for me so I can understand it better, especially the major conflicts, obviously, like the things that are so layered and complex that aren't simple to understand. So yeah. Is it good to rely on? I don't feel like I rely. It's not that I rely on it. It's now just part of my routine. Just like my iPhone became part of my routine. Like this is basically like, we're basically fusing. It's the whole like flesh and technology symbiotic or whatever. It's the whole, we're going through, without realizing it right now, we're going through, and I know it sounds extremely dystopian and like, I don't know. I think we all kind of can agree though. Like we're fusing the human flesh and technology right now. They're putting chips in people's brains. We're nonstop holding an iPhone. We're nonstop on technology, using technology. It's like literally getting closer and closer to our flesh to the point where it'll probably be like attached to us at some point. I mean, there's like, we're going to have chips and things. I know it's crazy to say, but I feel like that is where it's headed. Like your eyeballs will just be able to like, or you'll just think something and like send the email or whatever, like stuff like that. People talk about it and I'm like, that's just fucking crazy. But like, I'm starting to see how my life is changing because of ChatGPT, because of AI. And I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm honestly not. Like, I'm actually very, dude, the water. I know. I know. The trees. I know. Fuck. I know. It's not, I don't know. Is that selfish? Is that, yeah, it is. Like, cool. Yeah, I'm smarter. My life's better because of AI and ChatGPT. But what's my recall? That's a thing. Like, do I have, I feel like when I learn something new from ChatGPT, I actually retain the information better. I actually feel like because I took the time to go from wondering something to asking the question to the chat bot and then getting the answer and reading it, I remember things. Instead of just like reading something and coming across it, I don't know. It's more intentional. It's making learning more intentional. It's making my life more fun. I don't know. It makes life fun. Like I just like I'll take pictures of my plants and I'm like, hey, what's going on with this stem? What the fuck? It's like not growing. And it's like, oh, you got to turn it 40 degrees so it can have better sun. And you got to, it gives you so many details on like how to do things and make things better and how to do things more efficiently. And so I don't know why I put this in the bad category of the life update section, but it's just too good. ChatGPT is too good. I'm a sucker. You could call me a sucker. I wonder though, speaking of fusing flesh and technology and going that route, I wonder if, are you guys bored? Fuck. Wake back up, bitch. Okay, no, we'll do like the upbeat one. Wake back up. Okay, we're talking about AI, but like, it's kind of fun because it's relevant, it's current. I do wonder if there's going to be a subset of the population is that what's called a subset? That goes rogue and goes off technology, like hardcore at some point. And then there's going to be like another part that's like plugged in, like I feel like it's hard to, as much as like, this is crazy. And you've probably been through it too. It's like, oh, it's like, just don't be on your phone. Don't check it in the morning. Oh, just did it. It's like, well, every time I've attempted to like have balance with technology, dude, we're so addicted. It's so hard. It's like, it's hard to have balance when your entire life, everything's on it. A lot of the things I do every day, like literally, and I don't need this Oura ring. Like I don't need it, but like I wake up, the first thing I do is go, I wonder what my stats are. Should we just go over it right now? I'm actually curious. I did wake up at 4:30 and I'm curious. 68. Okay. So we're 68 on my readiness. Not good. And 77. It's my birthday. 7/7. I like that. Somehow I got 6.5 hours of sleep though. My REM was shit. I got an hour of REM. So anyways, I check my phone first thing for my Oura ring stats. Like so it's just an interesting thing to think about. And then I think of the future and like kids going to school, writing papers. Like we all talk about this already. Plagiarism or like using ChatGPT to think for you and to like do your homework and everything. But I just don't think. It's so funny. The things we value now, the things that we consider like good skill wise or like important when it comes to skills and being like a useful human being in the society, I don't think we're going to value those things differently in the future because of AI. Like that's just how it's going to go. Because it might not be, there are certain things that are valuable. Like that will always be valuable, like personality, charm, wit, charisma, like things that the human touch, the human hug, like the human kiss, the human voice, this relationship you're getting right now through the microphone to your ears, like you can chat or you can robot version my voice, but it's a robot. That robot's not fucking looking like this and she's not rocking tits like she's not like she doesn't have it's like it's not real. There's something about as a human being knowing the other thing you're listening to is a real person. I wonder though, is that gonna all warp and change where we won't give a fuck anymore? We'll just like completely, is this the AI episode? Did I really just do this right now? We're not even on the news section yet. But it's interesting, like what we value is going to change. It's already starting to change. I mean, it's just amazing. So many things are going to become obsolete and unimportant and not, it's super fast. Like, so it used to be like, okay, the internet took over. We all know, okay, we all know that the cars replace the horses. Okay. Buy horses. Here's the Ford Model T. Cool. We don't use the horse. We still use the horses at the farm. You know, we're still pulling the fucking, whatever it's called, the backhoe. What is attached to the horse? The rake thing, the rototiller dirt thing to like till the soil. We're still doing that, but like there's also Model Ts driving around. Okay, and then it's like buy horses. You're just for fun. We're just riding you now. You know things. So we've seen technology replace things, but it's been like one major thing. You know, with the internet, I always think of the stupid card catalog in the library that at my Catholic school I had to like look up. They had to like teach us how to use the card catalog. And I think we did have computers at the time, but it was like, we still had the card catalog. It wasn't converted on, the library catalog wasn't put on the computer yet. And then it was like, now it's only on the computer. And, you know, it's moved at a certain pace. And then obviously as we've gotten closer more into the 2000s, it's like, okay, now it's really accelerating. AI is going to like 100x. Like, I don't think, like, I know everyone says this. I really feel like our kids, I don't know if you have kids right now, but the next generation is going to experience what my generation, I'm a millennial. I'm a zillennial, actually. Am I a zillennial? 94, whatever. They're going to experience like what we experienced, where you had like that pre-internet, or like you had the internet, but it was like dial up. And then, you know, it started becoming more and more of a thing. Cell phones really changed and evolved, and then social media came, and then, you know, it's really progressed from like this clunky, junky technology setup to something that's super streamlined and amazing now as we've grown up and gotten older. But we've kind of seen this before and after, pre-social media, especially, to now, because that's like everything. It seems like that's like how the world is. That's how you perceive the world. Literally, it's like through your news apps and your Twitters and your social media feeds. Like, it's a completely different world than what it used to be. So I feel like our kids, if you have them at this stage, probably within the next few years, 5 years, maybe 10 years, probably not 10 years, probably 5, they're going to experience the pre-AI, or the very start of when it doesn't do the total takeover to like the total takeover and that world and what that looks like. And I'm not like, I always go back to what Gary Vee said. You can't fight it. You got to feel it. No, you can't. As hard as it is, like, you can't, am I slouching? Shit, my back hurts. You kind of just have to like accept reality, like move with it, adapt with it. Like, the people that adapt and learn and grow and evolve with AI, I think are going to have a more positive life experience than the people that are constantly grinding an axe and fighting it. And I'm not saying you should be a pushover and rollover and just like let big tech and all these fucking things, you know, rule your life and take over your mind and all of that. It's just, be smart about it. Like, think of how you can like use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people did when the internet came out. They're like, hey, the .com era, people are like building online shit, and look at Amazon, you know? So anyways, that's my little spiel. You guys, next bad thing that happened in my life, and this could just be the episode, because I was like, I'm going to do an hour today, and here it's going to be 10 hours. This is a totally different, way different than the this is like the palate cleanser. Okay. Is this no, that's not a good sound effect. Sorry. We're still clunky on the sound effects. You guys, the bad news is that school is back. Okay. School is back. And where I live, there are a lot of schools. Okay. School is back, which means that the kids are okay. This is what I'm trying to say. First of all, the kids are not okay. The kids are not okay. For whatever reason, every time I go grocery shopping, it's between the hours of like 11:30 and 1. for whatever reason. That's like when I do my grocery shopping. That's how it always happens. School's been out for the summer, right? I've been grocery shopping at that time, and it's been like, you know, the aisles were clear. It was so like, you know, it wasn't busy. The parking lots weren't full. Like it was chill, you know. School is back. The kids are not okay. And I'll make a comment about that. But like, I live where there are so many schools or high schools. I think there's like 4 within a mile radius. I don't fucking know. It is like the zombie apocalypse when I go grocery shopping. Everyone's in black. Baggy as fucking pants. Everyone's sagging their pants. They're baggy as shit. The kids, the high schoolers, I mean, I can only imagine what it's like to like be a high schooler right now, but like they look rough. Like the guys, everyone's like, now I live in an affluent, nice, like I live in a very nice neighborhood. I mean, are the kids that are mobbing the grocery stores at their lunch breaks, like not, are like the other preppier kids like chilling? They're probably smoking weed in the parking lot in their car, probably. I don't know. I feel like that's what like the rich kids do. They're like doing drugs behind the school, or like they're not at Trader Joe's getting a chicken wrap, you know? But basically school's back. And when I say it is like a zombie apocalypse, the kids like in the grocery stores, and I always like, I've been joking with the cashiers. I'm like, hey, like, how are you doing? Like, are you hanging in there? Like, it is so bad. Like, it's something to like witness and see. Like, it's something to like come to San Diego for. I'm not sure. This is like a specific thing to the area I live, but I'm probably like giving away too much information about where I live. But like, I even told Cory, I came home and I was like, if you want to have a cultural experience, because I'm not around a lot of high schoolers. Like I'm not around them. Like I just don't see very many. I don't hang out with very many, just like a couple here and there. Like our friends have older kids, but like 15, 16. So I see them every now and then. But when you see a clusterfuck of 1,000 high schoolers standing in line at Starbucks, at Vaughn's, waiting for their fucking Frappuccino, as they're like talking to their friends and like, they're like doing little pranks and like, and you're just like looking at their shoes, you're looking at what they're wearing, you're looking at their hair, you're looking at the vibes, and you're like, what the fuck is going on with the kids in America? Like it is not looking good. They look like shit. And a couple of years ago, it was the pajama pants. It was they were wearing these plaid red pajama pants. And I don't think that's cool anymore. Like literally like Christmas red plaid pajama pants. That's what they would walk around in. And now they're doing like shitty like Vans or DCs. Like I think it's like cool to not have nice shoes. Oh fuck. I'm like literally, that is probably not the right thing to say. Probably come from a rough home, can't afford nice new shoes. But like the vibe is like, you want to look a little like grungy now. Like you want to look a little dirty. Like you want to look a little unkept or something. Like the girls too. I'm like, no one's like brushing their hair. No one's like, their eyeliner's crazy though. They have the craziest fucking eyeliner and Sharpie on their fucking brows and like crazy lip liner. It's like very early 2000s, like Jenny in the Block. Oh my God, I'm so hot talking about this. Are we shiny? Hold on, let me look. I gotta see on my phone if we're... Actually, we're doing okay. This natural deodorant I converted to. Propaganda I'm not falling for. Natural deodorant. Fuck this shit. I'm wearing it right now and I am... It's like coconut hibiscus. Like fuck off. Like I need Axe spray. Thanks, mom and dad, for the genetics. I'm a sweater. Hi, I'm a sweater. For no reason. Like I sweat. I need fucking cheap, chemical-ridden, Old Spice. Like I steal Cory's. Actually, I have my own. I buy Old Spice. And then I recently converted to natural deodorant because I read an article and I was like, oh, fuck me. Like you gotta detox all the chemicals out of your body or else you're gonna fucking get colon cancer because all the fucking young people are getting colon. Like, you get the fear mongering article fed to you and you're like, oh, fuck me. I'm going to get the natural deodorant and switch it out. And then you're sitting here sweating on your podcast and you're like, I guess it doesn't matter. It's like, it's not, I'm sweating because I'm hot because I think the AC turned off because Cory was probably at the office. Like, why is the AC on? It's not, well, he knows it's hot today. It's probably not why. I think it just like got to the temperature, but I'm getting really worked up. That's what's happening about the kids, the high school kids. They're not okay. And every time I've gone like 3 times now, every time is during that lunch hour. And it's tough. Like it's rough and tough. Like First of all, I go to Vons for drinks. So I like go to the drink aisle. That's like right where I take my cart and I go to the drink aisle. And I'm stocking up on my DCs, my Diet Cokes, my Diet Dr. Peppers, my Spindrifts, my Celsius, my whatever. What else do I get? LaCroix. I don't know. I'm just like throwing shit in my cart. But like when I pulled into this aisle the other day, it's like aisle 9. It was a sea of black monsters, not their skin tone. I'm talking about Jesus Christ. It was a sea of black, like it's like goth. I think they're all goth now. They're like punk goth. Yeah, they're all dressed in black. The pants are so baggy. I mean, they're so baggy. The guy's hair is like really puffy and like long and kind of just shitty. I'm talking my shit about high schoolers. I know it's a rough time to be in school, just to even be on a campus. But yeah, it's taken, and I was like, damn, I feel old. Like, I feel really old. I'm like, oh my God. Like, they see me and they're like, this fucking, probably like, they think I'm probably like, I was going to say MILF. I'm not fucking MILF. I don't know. There's a white bitch, you know, like it's always like this privileged white bitch with their fucking, I don't know. So yeah, that's my latest life update section or whatever. Trader Joe's, let me fix my headphones. I feel like my hair's fucked up. Hold on. Yeah, the kids are not okay. And, like no one looks well. Like no one, I know it's high school. I know you're like getting bullied. I mean, I was, or you're like, you're going through it. You have like hormones, you're angsty, you're pissed off at the world. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to be pissed off at the world as a high schooler right now. I understand that. But like nobody, when I say nobody, I didn't see a single kid, and there are thousands that I was like, they look healthy and happy. That's sad. And it's beautiful Southern California and an affluent, and maybe they like come in from but you have to go to school where you live, right? Like you can't come from like across the city. I don't know. So yeah, anyways, Trader Joe's and Vons, and they're like humor and jokes. Like I was like overhearing stuff, and I'm like, wow, I don't know what they're literally speaking a different language. Like they're speaking high schooler, and like, I only know that's cap. No, I only know like aura, or like, what do you say now? Clock it.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
I love him. I haven't listened to his new album yet, but it came out, I guess. His Pink JB Swag 2 album. Hi, Jimmy. Are you sleepy? Is Mama podcasting? And are you annoyed? Are you annoyed because the equipment scares you because it's big and tall? Guys, I'm going to regret this outfit decision. Like it's getting to the point where I'm like, do I stop this? Give my camera a breather so it can like cool down, and then fucking come back with like my tits out so you guys can, oh my God. You know, should I just skip to the propaganda I'm not falling for? Because I'm just going to give you a teaser. One of the pieces of propaganda that I'm choosing to not fall for is classing it up just because you're older. Like, I just don't subscribe to that. And we'll talk about that later. But moving on to the rapid fire news segment. Okay, let's do it. News. Rapid fire. You guys, what is the biggest piece of news that I haven't covered since July? I've been with you. What am I saying? She, who will not be named, got engaged. Okay. She, who will not be named, got engaged. I don't know. That doesn't really work there. I refer to she so she's like, okay, remember during COVID when I caught myself talking about it so much because it was everywhere. It was everywhere, right? It's all you could talk about. It was like dirt, you know, it was a lot going on that what did I say? COVID is Voldemort. I made like a whole clip about that. She's Voldemort. Okay. I don't want to talk about her. I don't want to say her name. She will not be named. I don't fucking care. Okay. I don't care. I'm not being a hater. I'm just like, I don't care. I'm indifferent. And I'm also exhausted by the coverage and the nonstop, like I said, I'm a Chiefs fan. I go to a Chiefs bar and it's just like, I know the content is going to be like crazy this year. And it's a beautiful love story. Like I'm not a piece of shit. I'm not a full like piece of shit. I know you're going to say you're a pick me. You're trying to be different because you don't like she who will not be named. I just can't like say her name. I just like don't want to give her any more press and exposure. Like, it's just crazy. Like the craze, you know, I've never understood it for life. I have never understood it. When she first popped up, I'm already talking too much about her. When she first popped up on the scene, what was like the song, you know, our song is the same thing over the moon. And that, okay. She has so many bops that I totally get down to. And I love, like, I'm not a hater. The thing is this is what it is. She's a kind of artist where it's like, I like a lot of her songs. I do. I get down to them. I blast. Oh my God. The best song in the car is, Cool Summer. No. It's blue. This one time, the reason why it's the best song to sing in the car is because I saw these kids and I was like, wow, they're living. I was by the nicest beach in San Diego. It's called Wind and Sea. Little teaser. I used to live over there before we moved to this house, and we don't live there now, so I can tell you. And beautiful area, gorgeous, like the best beach in San Diego. And I was looking out of our apartment, and I saw this like top-down convertible with a bunch of kids. I think there was like 2 extra kids packed in there. You know, they weren't wearing seatbelts, and that Taylor. It's that her song was blasting and you could hear it from like inside the apartment and it was so loud and they were just living. And I looked at them and like, oh my gosh, they're peaking. This is like fucking peak life. It's hot. You're in Southern California. You're by the best beach. You're young. You're with like boys that you have crushes on. You're like listening to this song and it's like, it's blue. How does it go? It's cool summer. I don't know. It's so good. And so I do love this, the talent, the art, the writing, all of it. I give it, this is what it is. I like everything, right? Up until, or the part I don't understand is like the lore and the fault. Like I understand liking an artist, but like it gets to a level that I just don't understand. I can't relate to, where I'm like, I have friends, I'll just blow up their spot, who I'm like, I really like you, but what's not helping is this like super fan cringe behavior towards her. I just don't, I'm like, how does your brain get to that point? Like, I personally can't do it. I guess it's how I feel about like Bad Baby, you know, like, I mean, I'm like in the know, you know, of every detail. There's always little Easter eggs I'm looking for. I'm always like waiting for her new album to drop. Like what are, you know, what's the song going to be about? Like, or what are her, like, so anyways, it's just like something and the media coverage and the craze, like it's just too much. We can all agree. It's like exposure is good and everything you need. All press is good. It's just too much. It's like you're overexposed. Then she retreats. I get it. But like lately it's been like non-fucking stop. And then she was on their podcast. It's just so like commercial, this relationship. It's so, and then, oh my God. So news, we'll start with this. So she got engaged. Kelce Brothers, Garage Beer. This one really warms my heart. Their beer company, Garage Beer, claimed a $200 million valuation in its first round of fundraising. So, but anyways, so that's like, there's some more news. I don't know. Like, do you care? I don't. But like Travis Kelce, they're Hall of Famers. These brothers are amazing. They're talented in their own right. They're successful. They're famous. Like they have their podcast. People love them. They adore them. The story of when they were at the Super Bowl and Mama Kelce or whatever. And like, she was rooting for both of her sons. Like it's a beautiful story. And then Travis meets, I'll fucking say her name, Taylor. Okay. And then they like have this beautiful relationship. And then she's going to all the games and everyone's just like, oh my God, she finally got the hot football player. Like she got, it's like sweet, I get it. Something that I like saw this picture of them. It was an advertisement for their beer and they were sitting there and it was like this article, Wall Street Journal, about like their fundraising or whatever. And I'm just like, for some reason, and this is probably like is this misogyny or is this my internalized misogyny? I think we can all agree, like they have just only blown up and gotten more rich and famous and well known since he got with Taylor. Like they already were, but like they're profiting heavily off of the fact that she's associated with them. Okay. Like I just can't, I was telling Cory this, she's like, no, they're Hall of Famers. Like, no. I'm like, how can you not acknowledge that she's helping them obviously with their reputation? I mean, these little girls are like, I like Travis Kelce. I like football now because it's like, and like the viewership of the NFL, like 10x because of Taylor Swift. So like, but there's something about, it's like, okay, he's like sitting there with his beer company and they just got this $200 million valuation. They're sitting back grading. And I'm like, it's kind of like, she's like the billionaire fiance. She was formerly the girlfriend. And then he's like making all this money. And like, I don't know, for some reason, I don't like the dynamics of like the man he's like not as rich as her. I don't know. Like exactly. Like this is like what I'm talking about. Like who fucking cares? Like they're both fucking killing it. Like it's fine. But it just gives like, he kind of seems like a little boy and she's like the mommy. I don't know. Like I get this like mommy son vibe from Taylor and Travis. Like he just had, maybe it's his youthful energy. I don't know. That's probably a stretch of what I just said. Something about it like gives me the dynamic and him like getting more famous and like doing all these things. And it's like, would you be doing this if Taylor wasn't involved in the picture? Like probably at a nice high level, but I don't know. Do you guys know what I mean? It's probably bullshit what I just said. And I'm kind of regretting it, but okay, moving on. So, and speaking of engagements, Sophia with an F, Sophia Franklin. Love her. Big fan. I always ride hard for Sophia. I've always been a super fan, diehard. I'm not necessarily like a super fan when it comes to her podcast and listening to it. And like, but as a person, I've always wanted her to win. And I've always wanted her to get her flowers and like be uber successful. And, like, yeah. So like she got engaged to a man in Italy. And she's been traveling there a lot. I follow her on social media. Obviously, I like always see what she's up to. She's always like in Europe. And so yeah, she just got engaged. And something I want to comment on is she had posted around the time when Alex's documentary, Keeping Up with Alex? No. Call Her Alex. I watched it, by the way. So many parallels, me and her. Like so many things about like her life, like totally look like my life. I don't know, like the way she is. I just see so much of myself in her. I just don't have that, like, she just has that, like, I'm a fan of me, but I'm like the biggest fan of me. But like, when you think of Alex Cooper, she's like, nobody loves Alex. She's the type of person, when you see people and you're like, nobody loves themselves more, which is what you want. You want to love yourself, but like no one loves Alex Cooper more than Alex Cooper. You know what I mean? She just like doesn't give a fuck, which is like, so that's so you can't, like, you have to be, you got to just like keep it moving and be unapologetic and like do your thing and be cringe and be obnoxious. But it's kind of her shtick. Like after I watched her documentary, I'm like, that's kind of her shtick. And I know that she pours it on thick for the camera and for her engagement and like her audience. Like she has a way of being that might come across obnoxious, but it's like, it's kind of her angle. It's kind of like her thing. And I know how that is when I get on the microphone here. I can be very, you guys, the past episodes, like the very first ones were like unlistenable or like I was so crazy. Just like way too over the top. But so back to Sophia, she said after or around the time that Alex's documentary came out that she was going to spill the tea and tell her side of the story about their split and what happened with Barstool and the IP of Call Her Daddy and their friendship and all of that. And she has yet to do that. And I am waiting patiently because I really think she should go on Alex Earl's podcast to do it. I don't think Alex Earl should come on, or no. Yeah, I don't know. Because Alex Earl posted, oh my God, this is like influencer drama, but like she was with Alex Cooper's network, Unwell. Hot Mess is her podcast. Love Alex Earl, by the way. Super fan of her as well. Like everything she does, I'm just like, love her. She can do no wrong. I like that she's always stayed brand friendly, and I'm jealous of that. Like, I like that she's always been PC, brand friendly, positive. Like, she's just, it's like it works. It works for her. I could never, like I have too much shit to talk and I have no filter. I don't have the ability to restrain myself, but she had posted something and then someone commented like, tell us what happened with you and Alex Cooper or something. And she's like, how much time do you have? So there is some drama there. There is some tea. So I'd like to know what's going on with that. And then also Sophia, I'd like to see her podcast or expose whatever on what happened with Call Her Daddy and that whole situation from her side of the story. Moving on, and this is not really rapid fire. Jesus Christ. No, I don't say that. You guys, the women's group at my church called me yesterday to ask if I'm like still like they're like, hey, like we have you on the list. Where have you been? Do you want to participate? Because we'll remove you because you haven't been to any of our meetings. And like, so like backstory, my mom, when she visited this past spring, signed me up for my local church, the women's group, all of the things. And I'm getting emails, I'm getting texts from the priest. I'm getting like, prayers sent to me. And I got a phone call from, her name was like Helen, I think it was Helen. She's like, you can call me. This is my home phone. You're welcome to call me back. They were checking in to see if I was still with the Lord, basically. Like, are you still committed to meeting up to talk about the Lord? And back to saying the Lord, Jesus' name in vain. I have mentioned I'm returning to God and I'm being more, this is making me, as I'm talking about it, go like, bitch, just go to church. Like, just do it one time. Or like, I don't know. I think I should do like a notification. This is so sad. I should do like a notification on my phone, like a daily prayer, just to like plant a seed, So yes, I'm returning to God. Yes, I do think it's good for people in these times to have a higher power they believe in or like go to or turn to some sort of thing they can have, faith in. I don't know. But I haven't, since I've told you that, I haven't participated in anything at my local parish. And, it's not top of mind like it used to be honest. You guys, I need to, in this moment, we're also having we're having another reset. I hate to do this. I really do. We're not cutting the episode short right now. We are taking this godforsaken fleece jacket off. I can't cosplay that it's fall any longer. Okay. I can't cosplay that it's crisp fall air happening around me and that the air smells like apple cider and fucking spice. Okay. I have to get off the camera. I have to go off camera. I don't like to do this because now I have to do a stupid fucking edit in the middle of the show and like fucking merge the video and the audio and make it like seamless where I do the cut. That's why I don't edit. Fuck, it's a podcast. You should not fucking edit it. If you have to edit your podcast a million fucking ways and chop it all up, quit. Like you're not like you like stop. It's not. I mean, it's a style, I guess. But yeah, I have to cut this short momentarily to take this fleece jacket off because my back is officially sweating. The tits are like soaked. I just love calling attention in my, what did I say? Propaganda I'm not falling for. Keeping it classy just because you're getting older. What did I say? Yeah. So anyways, always like to call attention to my body parts that are sexual and really in your face all the time. I'm really not hiding anything these days. All right. Be right back. Okay. We're back. I put on a tank top. It's much cooler. And yeah, I should have done this from the start. But anyways, let's get back to the rapid fire news section that is now becoming not so rapid fire and more of a deep dive. So we need to talk about, next up here, we've got Logan Paul and Nina. Let's talk about it. All the best. Like, it's okay. And they just, okay. So you've probably seen the video. They were in a taxi, I think in New York, and the door opens and you see Nina's leg like attempting to trip Logan as he's getting out of this taxi van. And then he just like walks like, you know, all hard, like he's, you know, pissed off. Like they just got in a fight basically. And just like storms in the building. And then she like comes out and like fixes her mini skirt and just like keeps walking behind him, kind of like they're not together. You know, it wasn't giving like they just got married 2 weeks ago or whatever. Like it was giving like physical fight, abusive DV situation. I don't know. Okay. I don't want to like go into things or like assume things or, but it wasn't like, I mean, this is the thing. Okay. Every relationship has, you fight, but like, we don't fight. Like truly, like we might get in like a little sparring thing, like a disagreement, but it's never yelling. It's never like yelling at each other. We never raise our voice at each other ever. And it would never get to the point of like me physically trying to like hurt him or trip him or like get, like I've never gotten we never get physical. Like we just don't. I feel like that's a sign of like a healthy, obviously I know I'm in a very healthy relationship. So to see that and they just got married, I'm like, oof. So yeah, then they made the Instagram clapback video to really sell it, right? To really sell that wasn't anything, that wasn't a big deal, that nothing to see there. They're completely fine. They're fully happy and good. And yeah, they just got in a little fight or that was nothing. And so they like reenacted it and Logan posted on his Instagram and they were like laughing and smiling. And his caption was like, y'all are tripping. So yeah, I mean, sure. It's healthy and normal to like, if you're not, I think there's a quote, I don't know who said it. Like if you're not fighting, you're not communicating in a relationship. And I don't necessarily, there's a line, you know what I mean? And so I'm not saying it's the end of the world that they were in an argument and she did that, but like, it's just hard to see because you know how Logan is. And then you also remember what he said about their wedding and how he literally, they're like not legally married. He doesn't believe in marriage. And he did that like wedding thing. I don't know how he like phrased it. It was very like nonchalant, very like arrogant. I don't even know how to describe him. He's been on my shit list for a while now, but, he basically said he did the song and dance alluding to having a nice wedding in Italy, to basically appease her, to make her happy, to, you know, make her feel like she had a wedding. Like how fucking bullshit is that? So I'll give him 2 years, all the best, you know, all the best. I don't always need to be nice. I feel like I always want to say nice things about Logan Paul after I shit on him, but like Jake is, in my eyes, he's looking better and better every day. So I just wish that Logan could see himself and make some adjustments, but we just all know that's not going to happen. He's an uber narcissist, uber sociopath. I dated a guy like him once, very similar personality, and you literally watch them think about how they should express the emotion in the moment where it's an emotional moment, or like it's a heavy moment, a scary moment, like to like show empathy. Like you watch their wheels spin in their head about like how to properly address that. Like it's kind of like I can't even do it. It's like, it doesn't feel genuine. At the end of the day, it doesn't feel genuine. And a lot of the times Logan Paul opens his mouth about his wife, or he doesn't even, it's not technically his wife. What did he say in that interview? It was like, I still call her my fiance, like flip flop. I like forget. It's like, she's not, I say fiance, but like I say my wife. And like sometimes it's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What the fuck are you doing? He wants the benefits of having a wife without actually legally being married, so that when shit hits the fan, which it inevitably will, because I don't see it staying, I just don't see how, I mean, fuck, like I just don't know how. I don't want to wish ill on them, but like then he gets to like walk away and just wipe his hands clean, like no ties there, no, you know, which I get, like, yeah, protect your fucking shit, dude. You obviously have a prenup. She's got her shit, you got your shit, but like just this sentiment, it's like not, and I get it. Not everyone believes in marriage. Not everyone believes in having the government get in the way of your relationship and, you know, being involved. I get it. But like, there's just something about it I just don't really understand. I just don't love. So, just how he talks about it, really. It's like, it's how he talks about it. So I feel like I was just saying something and then I forgot what I was saying. Will I get back to it? Will I get down at what did I say? Chutes and ladders. That game is so fun. Cardi B was in court. This is like news. Okay, so Cardi B was in court. Here's a little clip. This is like after it.
I'm telling you guys, when I say that my forehead is raw from changing all these wigs, raw. Let me. Okay. So first thing first, I want to thank
What the
my
fuck was
lawyers.
that? Wait, let's listen to that again. What was that? Did she just... Was she speaking Spanish? Wait.
Let me. Okay. So first thing first, let me.
Oh, she's just like...
So first thing first, I want to thank my lawyers. I want to thank the jurors. I want to thank the judge. And I want to thank the respectful press. I really, really appreciate that. And I want to thank everybody at home supporting me.
Basically, this is what went down. If you're not aware, Cardi B, and this was not on my algorithm, but everyone's like, hey, Cardi B's giving us Cardi B, like the best. She's like going to court, wearing a different wig every single hearing, or session or whatever. And, she basically was sued for $24 million. The plaintiff sought $24 million in damages from an alleged assault that took place during a 2018 visit to a Beverly Hills OBGYN office. Imani Ellis alleged that Cardi B physically and verbally assaulted her, claiming she spat on, scratched, and insulted her, and even used racial slurs. Cardi B testified that she never touched Ellis. She said the altercation began when Ellis appeared to be recording her during the appointment and invasion of her privacy. That's obviously an invasion. According to Cardi B, the exchange was heated but strictly verbal. Witnesses, including the clinic's receptionist and OBGYN, supported her version, saying they saw no physical contact or injury. So the jury reached a verdict within an hour of deliberation, finding Cardi B not liable, meaning she was cleared of all allegations. After the verdict, this is a classic thing, like regular ass people suing celebrities for money. And like, yeah. And I guess it was a spectacle because she was like popping off in court saying shit like, here's the top moments.
Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch.
Did you look at Miss Imani Ellis's face when you were arguing with her at the time of the incident?
I was looking at her face, but I wasn't looking like, she got a pimple on her face? No, I wasn't looking at her details or anything.
Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real hair? Or are they both real?
They're wigs.
What the fuck is this lawyer asking about her hair changing color? Like, who fucking, it's like, objection, relevant. What do they say? Relevancy? I don't know. Is that relevancy? So cool. So she went to court. Sydney Sweeney for Jimmy Choo. I just got served an ad, a new Sydney Sweeney ad, a beautiful ad. She's looking right. She's looking gorgeous. Wearing Jimmy Choo boots. And did I say Jimmy Choo? Jimmy Choo. So that's definitely an upgrade from her former American Eagle ad that was stirring up a lot of controversy. Do you guys know what happened? I never talked about it because I haven't podcasted. I didn't podcast during that time. Sydney Sweeney won me over during that ad and the American Eagle ad because you know me, like I'm always going to side with a hot person doing hot things. Like I'm always going to take the side of when people want to pull that down and rip it down and tear it apart and say something negative about it and stir the pot and contort it into some like eugenics bullshit and like Nazi bullshit and like Aryan race bullshit of fucking like that is so much of a stretch, you know? I'm always going to say the hot person doing hot things. And so when I saw her in those jeans, zipping them up, being all sexual, I was like, yes, bitch. And everyone hates you for it. Follow, instant follow. And then I did not order American Eagle jeans online. I actually went to the Goodwill because every time I go to the Goodwill, there's always American Eagle jeans there. And I bought myself a pair of American Eagle jeans. They're really saggy on my ass. It's not my typical style, but they're kind of like the ones that she wore when she like walked away and she like said, oh, don't they make me look, my butt looks so great or something? I don't know. And they were like saggy. And I'm like, no, they don't. But like, you know, I guess it's the new style now. Saggy pants. So yeah, she did a Jimmy Choo ad. Season 34 of Dancing the Stars is upon us. Alex Earl will be dancing. Fun little update there. I don't care. I don't watch it. That's for the grandmas. Does anyone watch? I think I'm saying it's for the grandmas because I'm pretty sure my grandma was like a diehard Dancing with the Stars fan. There's this show everyone's talking about on Netflix. This is getting rapid fire. I like this. There's a show called Unknown Number, The High School Catfish, about a mom who bullied her daughter. And I guess her daughter's boyfriend really bad. I haven't watched it yet, but it looks really good and crazy. Like telling the daughter to like kill herself. And like, it's like a sick, twisted, it's like, if you can think it, it probably exists. Like if you literally, parents can bully their kids, but it's another level when you're like cyberbullying your daughter anonymously, you know, like yeah. So that's, if you want a fun documentary to watch, Unknown Number, The High School Catfish on Netflix, get it today. How are we doing? Are we coming to a halt here or a warm down here? There was a murder at Burning Man. Yeah, Burning Man officially, by the way. It's so funny. I've talked about, and maybe I'll talk about this at the end when I talk about not classing it up because not propaganda I'm not falling for, like classing it up just because you're older or whatever. I've as I've gotten older, now I'm 31. It's so funny because I constantly see myself, like, you know how you picture yourself in your mind and perceive like who you are, what you do, how you live your life, the things you're involved in, the trips you take, the festivals you go to, the friends you have, like whatever. You perceive yourself a certain way and then like what's reality? You know what I mean? And so I've always had this lingering like, I'm a carefree spirit. I'm doing drugs at festivals. I'm always going out and partying and like shaking my ass and wearing like, you know, fucking tights. I don't know what the fishnets and I actually like I don't like get like when I see that, I'm like, oh, I love that for them, but like, I don't want it for me. But a piece of me thinks I should still be like partying and like living it up and traveling and just like exhausting my life and like, or exhausting my social bucket and being like this wild animal. Meanwhile, it's like, what do I love doing? What do I love doing lately? I love, and I just did it last night, spraying 70% isopropyl or whatever the fuck, rubbing alcohol, mint scented on my countertop to finish the night after I've cooked dinner and had a beautiful dinner with my husband. I love wiping that shit down, like smelling how fresh and clean it is, making my daily sourdough, like going to, I don't know, just like the antique stores and like shopping. Like, what do I love? It's like that shit. Like, I'm at heart not what I just described with being this crazy wild animal who's like having an orgy in a tent at fucking Burning Man. Like, but I always like should myself like, oh, I should have done that more in my 20s. I should have been more crazy. I should have been more of a party animal. I should have done more drugs and tried new experiences and skydived and fucking gone gay or been fucking gone gay. What the fuck am I saying? Switch teams and fucking sucked girls. I don't know, like scissored someone. I don't know, like just done everything, like tried everything. You know what I mean? Like I don't ever go to that level, but like sometimes I still like have that in my mind. And I think it's like when you get older and you start settling down, you're like, your identity starts to shift. But, anyway, so this year, let me speed you up. Had some friends go to Burning Man and it was the first time I like saw a festival where I saw like the scene, the vibes, people just like being fucked up, just like, in the desert, in the Black Rock desert, or just like, I don't even know. They're just like all strung out and it's just like sandy and shit. And I'm like, I don't want any of this. Like, I'm good. Like, this does not excite me at all. Love it for the people that go, love that you had your fun. I get it. Like, I understand it. Like, don't get me wrong. I've had my funnest nights doing crazy shit at like concerts and fucking festivals. Like I have had my day. Like, I just feel like when I should myself, it's like never enough. Like I didn't do it enough times, or I should always be doing it. I should always be looking for the next thing all year long. Like fucking, what's like the big Vegas EDC, or like, I need to be going to like, you know what I mean? It's like, did I do it enough? Is it fully done? You can always still do it, but like, can I say goodbye to her? Or does it feel like I still need to have more of those experiences? You know what I mean? But, yeah, after seeing Burning Man this year, I'm like, dude, when I saw that orgy tent blow away, cause like, that's a piece of news for you. The fucking orgy tent got destroyed by the desert weather storm or sandstorm or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. But there's a murder. Let's get to this. So who was involved during the Burning Man festival on August 30th, 2025? A man later identified as 37-year-old Vadim Kruglov, a Russian national living in Washington, was found dead in what authorities are treating as a homicide. He was discovered lying in a pool of blood as the iconic man effigy was being burned. That's the Burning Man. That's why it's called Burning Man. They like burn this wooden man thing, I guess. Kruglov had gone missing a couple days earlier. His disappearance alarmed campmates, and investigators discovered his untouched tent. Authorities noted multiple stab wounds, suggesting he may have encountered someone who mentioned a knife and cleaning up blood. Details that friends and the family have shared. The Pershing County Sheriff's Office is leading the investigation. The Burning Man Project is fully cooperating. So yeah. So someone got murdered at Burning Man. The Orgy Dome also got destroyed in the desert winds. There's your Burning Man update. Sounds so fun. Speaking of death, stabbing in Charlotte on the train. You guys, this is insane. If you've seen the video, it's hard to even talk about because I saw the video and I saw how nonchalant this was. It's like, this is a tough one. And I don't really think it's being covered that much. I haven't really seen it. I saw like one TikTok about it. So on August 22nd, 23-year-old Ukrainian. So basically this is what happened. I don't like reading for like word for word. So this 23-year-old Ukrainian woman you see in this surveillance video walks onto a train in Charlotte, sits down at just like one of the open seats. There's a few people on the side and this man in a red hoodie behind her. And she's sitting there and she's just like, cute, like small, like, all of a sudden the man in the back, go to YouTube or Spotify to watch for the hand motions. The man behind her just like pulls something out of his pocket and just does one of these motions, like opening. And then within like 3 seconds, he stands up and slashes her throat. Unprovoked, no confrontation happened between them. She's a complete stranger, no history of knowing each other, like fucking just murder in cold blood on the train in Charlotte, North Carolina. This was apparently shortly before 10 p.m. So it was at nighttime. It's not that late. So yeah, this man, DeCarlos Brown Jr., a 34-year-old with a lengthy criminal and mental health history, stabbed her multiple times, including in the neck, and then calmly exited the train. There's another video, a follow-up video to this. Obviously, they don't show you the graphic parts of what happened, which, can you imagine? It's a fucking pocket knife. Like, it was a fucking pocket knife. Like, so there's another video of him like walking and there's blood dripping off of his knife. And there's just like he like did it and then walked away. I feel like, were people just in shock? Like I need to know what the people around were doing. What was their reaction to this? Like what was happening? Because this is insane. Like you wouldn't, but okay, again, let's get back to this. A lengthy criminal history. Okay. So he has been charged with first degree murder, denied bond. In his court appearance. This is where it's bullshit, okay? So how many times was DeCarlos Brown Jr. arrested? 14 prior arrests, okay? This is dated back to around 2011, including charges of assault, robbery with a weapon, larceny, I don't know what that is, and misuse of the 911 system. After being arrested in January of this year for misusing 911, he believed a man-made material was controlling his body. So mental health, insane, crazy mental shit happening. Judge Teresa Stokes released him on a written promise to appear in court, essentially no bail required. Post-prison release, after serving roughly 5 years for armed robbery with a dangerous weapon, he was released in 2020. And then within months, re-arrested for assaulting his sister. So he had 14 prior arrests and a recent release this January. So just... What can you say? There's always shit happening in this country, and it's just like this, just like bull. Like, I guess this is the thing. I always go like big picture. Is that what macro? I always go like, okay, what's like, how do I reframe? How do I like take a pause and like breathe and get through this so I have perspective, so I don't like catastrophize life in this world. Like, I make everything like the end of the world and terrible. People get murdered in terrible ways. It's an unfortunate reality of our world. This is a horrible way, obviously, to be murdered, especially the situation you're like a cute young woman just sitting on the train, like trying to get home, doing nothing, like just completely innocent, completely. And this happens, you know, it's just shit, but shit happens. And so it's like, same with the Burning Man murder. Like, just, I don't know. I don't even know why I take the time at this point. Like, it's just, there's always something. The way we're so desensitized, though, by all of this murder, porn, like craziness that we see online it's like not human. We're like so numb to it now. Like, we're literally, you know, certain images, whenever it's kids, I'm the most affected, I feel like. I mean, death is awful no matter who it is, but when I see the kid stuff, it's like the hardest to see. It hits the hardest, but like, you're kind of just like, well, I don't like to say shit happens and just like keep it moving, but you kind of like in this life, like with the exposure we have to death, it's like you kind of have to like numb out, take a smoke break and fucking take a shot after you see a kid's head get blown off, you know, like you kind of have to cope. I think we're all like, how am I coping? I'm podcasting about it. It's helping me process it, think about it more, and it's like making it worse. VMAs, who fucking cares? All I care about is Tate McRae's performance was incredible, and she is amazing and so talented and so hot and so gorgeous and awesome and hardworking, and God, we're not saying the Lord God's name in vain because we're returning to God. God damn, that girl can fucking move. Okay. And those dancers. Okay. So this was in New York. The VMAs were in New York. This just happened on Sunday. Tate McRae performed. And I just knew those were like the top performer or top tier male dancers in the country that were in New York. And they like rehearsed this. And it was like, these are like the guys. I was like watching her. Obviously you can't look away. She's amazing. She's so great at dancing and everything. But the guys, these men were so like, first of all, chiseled. Like I loved when they did these like mannequin poses as she like walked down the catwalk. They were insanely good at dancing, and their body control was I watched it 6 times. Like I even pulled it up. I said, Cory, because we didn't watch the VMAs because like I fucking don't care. But the performance, I saw like a clip she had posted of her performance. I said, we're sitting down, we're watching this. I think we watched it 6 times. Or I did. He like went to bed. I was like analyzing all the dancers and I was obsessed. Oh my God. And then I got into the rabbit hole of like Doja Cat performances and like some of her crazy performances she's put on. So yeah, the VMAs happened. You know, in terms of the fashion, the VMA fashion, let's talk about it because that's what people turn to or whatever. That's usually the VMAs fashion is usually a spectacle. And unfortunately this year, it was giving low budget. It was giving like craft project, middle school or elementary school craft project. I don't know. Was there a theme? Everyone was kind of dressed in this clownish bullshit and everyone looked like shit. Everyone's skin now. I know everyone's on Ozempic, but they need to fucking get some fat grafting or something because they're looking not, the faces they're sagging. They're going in and, you know, I've noticed it myself with weight loss. Like you got to really, you know, there's a line. You got to like make sure you're not getting too much one way because then you're starting to look scary. Okay. Ariana Grande. What's going on? Dye your hair back too. Like just, she looks, the coloring, her coloring is so off. It's so off. She's beautiful. And I don't really care that she's skinny. Who cares? Like, it's like her thing. She might struggle. I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn here. Like, I don't want to make a thing about her being skinny. It is sometimes alarming how thin she is, but her hair color, like her makeup, like the coloring is just not working. So, yeah, it was giving super like low budget, the best dressed, was I'm blanking on her name. Sabrina Carpenter. I feel like she was the best dressed for me. I really liked her red lace thing. I don't know. It was like a little too glam for like, compared to like what other people wearing. I mean, fucking Chance the Rapper dressed like a school shooter and, was just chilling with like a backpack on. I think it was, or like a bulletproof vest. I'm not sure what it was, but there was something strapped around his shoulders. So yeah, I was giving school shooter, low budget, recession core. The entire VMAs fashion gets a big thumbs down for me. But Tate McRae gets 2 thumbs up. That was like her debut performance. I feel like she's performed so many times and she's on tour, but like that performance was like, she has arrived, bitch. Like this is the new Britney. And I know everyone says that, but like we really haven't had, I think, yeah, Britney was larger than life. Like she was world famous. Like everyone adored her. Like it was like a mega thing. Like, I don't know, Tate's not there yet. She's not like the level she should be, the level like for talent and shit, or like, I don't know, maybe not actually. Cause songwriting and being relatable and being the voice and face of fucking nothing wrong with cat ladies, like, or just being like the face and voice of regular bitches, in America, like that is important. But like Tate McRae, I'll listen to 10 times over Taylor Swift, or like she should be. I think she's not at that level yet, but like her aura is that level. Does that make sense? Like her aura is billionaire. Her aura is like Taylor Swift level, like status or like worldwide appeal. Like there's some tweaks, there's some things that I'm sure she could refine, there's always some things to improve. Like I'm sure she's constantly like a work in progress. She's just getting going, but like that performance was crazy. I just love the female form. I love the womanly body. Like and when you see it move like that, you're like, fucking go girl, like go. Yes. Like it's so amazing. Like she's such a good dancer. I don't care that it's like hypersexual. I don't fucking care. It's like tasteful though. Like she does the sexy dancing stuff, but like it's not. Here's the difference. I was watching, like I said, the Doja Cat performances after I was watching the Grammys. VMAs. We watched a few on YouTube. And oh my God, I'm blanking. What was I saying? The difference is like there was a performance Doja Cat was doing and she's just like full on like emulating sex, like full on like face down, ass up, like dancer behind her, like pounding her from the back. Like Tate McRae like doesn't do that. You know what I mean? Like she does suggestive stuff, but it's not like that like on the nose full on. So anyways, moving on. VMAs happened. Justin Bieber new album. Haven't listened to it yet. It's pink. It's called Swag 2. There's a lot of songs. I'm excited to listen to it because I hope there's more bangers than the first one, or I hope I find a few songs I like a lot. I mean, I told you guys already, but like the first time I listened to Swag, his new album, the way I felt about it was like, oh fuck, like, oh shit, this is bad. Like, oh fuck. Like I didn't get it. It was just like my first impression, kind of expecting one thing and getting another. And then I kept listening to it and then it grew on me and then I like love it now, So I hope that I think the second album is just like an echo of the first and it's just kind of like a similar vibe. But, oh yeah. And then Hailey Bieber's in Road, his wife. So that's cool. Or she's in Road. Hailey Bieber's company is in Sephora officially. So go Hailey Bieber. She is the people's princess and I love her. Speaking of the people's princess or someone that wishes they were, Meghan Markle season 2. Okay. With Love, Meghan season 2 is out on Netflix. Haven't watched it. Don't really care, but I'm only hearing negative things. And I want to like this bitch. I want to. She lives a similar life that I do. I like to peruse around my garden and fucking bake and entertain and host people and do little tchotchke things and little crafty bullshit things and like do all that. I love that life. I love that. I love making you know, I like homemaking or whatever. I love it. I live for it. But Meghan Markle, like I watched the trailer and it's exactly like the first season of her show. So I'm like, okay, I know what this is. I know what we're getting into. She needs a breakthrough. Meghan Markle needs a breakthrough. And I want to see her blossom. I think we're going to see the other side. Like in our lifetime, I think we're going to see a breakthrough. I think she's going to do some ayahuasca or like go on a retreat. I don't know. She's going to like wake up one day and just like snap out of it. I think it's going to happen. And I think she's going to do interviews and laugh at her old self who was really fake and phony and like not all there. Like, bitch, what are you saying? Like, what are these like isms and these like platitudes and these fucking bullshit sprinkle flowers that you're putting everywhere? And like, you know, it's like she can't see herself. Like she's got to know all this. Like, this is the thing. This is the best thing ever. It's like when a celebrity like that, just like Meghan Markle, she's a celebrity. What is she? A princess? What is she? The Duchess. When they get all this flack, you know, all this negative press and people talking shit and mocking them, making fun of them, and they like get in on the joke a little bit. You know what I mean? Like she just needs to get in with the people and like she needs to joke on herself. She needs to show that side and she like can't. And like there was this interview, I think it was like Bloomberg Business, I think she did it with it was like a YouTube little video on Meghan Markle. And I didn't watch all of it, but like she even tries to make statements about like, no matter what the people say about me, I'm Meghan Markle or whatever. She like tries to like, it's like, do you know what I mean? She just needs a breakthrough. She needs to be able to like see, because it doesn't read well on camera. Maybe if you're like, I know she loves a cocktail. The thing is the first season, I was like, this bitch likes to drink, or she likes a cocktail. You know, I know she has a side of her that like we don't see. And when she was shaking her ass 9 months pregnant, like ready to pop, I think she was in labor at the hospital with Harry, and she posted that video on Father's Day. I was like, yes, this is what we need to see more of. That is the real Meghan. This is carefree, not in your head, not trying to be perfect Meghan. And, you know, the poor thing has been scrutinized her whole public life and torn apart. And so it's probably just a defense thing or like a protective thing to act as perfect as possible. But like, dude, she needs, like, it would be so refreshing to just see her fucking pop off and like not give a shit. You know, I'd love her on my podcast. I would crack her open. She would have an exorcism on my show. Like I would get her to be so herself that, yeah, like, but maybe that is herself. Maybe that is really how she is. But she's in a bubble. We have to understand that like when you're in a social bubble, when you're in a class of, or always around a certain class of people with a certain lifestyle in a certain location of the world, like doing the same activities, buying the same things, going on the same vacations, having the same experiences. It's like this phony fucking, I've met people like this, and it's like, they're so rich. They're like too rich to like, the best rich people though are like the ones that are just like, they don't give a fuck. You know, they're just like, hey, like, I don't care if you walk around my house with dirty they like don't want dirty shoes, but like, they're not going to be anal about like, they make you feel comfortable where you're not like anxious about your every move in their house. Like, oh my God, God forbid I like, you know, get a speck of dust anywhere, you know? But yeah, I don't want to talk about her anymore. I'll watch the show and I'll report back. What I really need to do is podcast 3 days a week and break this into 3 parts. Like, let's be honest. Like, I have so much to cover. I am catching up on a lot, but, shit, it's already noon. Shit. You know what I mean? Like, I need to probably crank out more episodes. So The Rock is skinny. That's a piece of news. Okay, let me just knock this out. The Rock is skinny. He did a role as a boxer, I believe. And he had to lose weight for it. And then he got like a 15-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival for, I don't know, being vulnerable. I think The Rock he's like skinny. The Rock is, this is what I'm not going to like research right now, but from what I've seen, The Rock wants to, he's skinny, and then he wants to be more vulnerable and take on roles that aren't him being this jacked like superhero muscle man. And I think a quote is that he was like, was that all about like him being macho and buff and doing those roles authentically him, or is that what people wanted him to be? So cool. Kate Middleton is blonde, and people are talking about this, but like, I don't really want to like go too far into it because she had cancer. I don't know if she's still sick or going through it, but I'm sure it's maybe a wig. I don't know. But she's blonde now. Little update on the astronomer CEO. I guess that HR lady was separated before the Coldplay concert. And that pisses me off because like, does that make it, are they like good then? Like, wait, oh my God. I just did what Cardi B did. The CEO was married, right? Yeah. But the HR lady, I guess, was separated. Right? Yeah. They were both with a person, but she was separated. So does that make it, are her hands clean? I don't fucking know. It was just icky. I had a similar thing happen to me before. And if you're on the receiving end of that shit show, it is, done a podcast on it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever gone through. Seeing another woman with my man, straight up. Like, it was the fucking hardest thing one of the hardest things I've ever gone through. Yeah, I literally haven't talked about it on here since that podcast, like 4 years ago, but it's one of my top podcasts. So who's fucking who? Speaking of people cheating on other people. This is literally an orgy. Like the kids in Hollywood dating each other. It's like everyone's fucking this. It's like a merry-go-round here. So we have Austin Butler seen with Emily Ratajkowski. Austin Butler was in a movie, I believe, with Zoe Kravitz that was like really hot and steamy. I think they were alleged to be dating, but then they're not. I think that might have just been for like promoting the movie. I don't know what that movie is, but there was something with Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz and Harry Styles have been seen walking around hand in hand in New York. So they're a thing. And then there was a rumor about, I'm just going through this. This is not really related to that throuple or whatever, but Sydney Sweeney was seen with Scooter Braun. Don't really care. Justin Herbert and Madison Beer seem to be dating. She's a really good example. Speaking of Meghan Markle, there are a lot of parallels between Meghan Markle and Madison Beer, because a lot of people say the reason why Madison Beer isn't as famous as she could be, or as, big as she could be, is because she's so concerned about always being perfect. Like the way she curates her content and presents herself and puts herself, like talks, everything about her is very calculated. And it seems like she's really trying to always maintain perfection, to be a certain perfect, like hot, cute, perfect. I don't know. She's like she's a beautiful girl. Like she's, she is talented, beautiful. Like there's no reason you know what I mean? And so with Meghan Markle, it's like, if you could just have a breakthrough where you realize it's not all about being perfect. Her and Madison Beer, like, life is on the other side of letting go of perfection. And that is that we could just end the episode there. I struggle with it to this day. I did my big like photo dump or whatever. I did my big like thing on Instagram where I was like, hey, I was depressed and then I found podcasting and now I'm not depressed. But it doesn't mean that everything goes away 100%. Like and let's talk about that. So I posted on my 5-year podcasting anniversary. I celebrated it on the 4th of September. I posted my story because, I talk about it here on the podcast. I allude to like this time in my life during the pandemic. that I was really going through it. And I talk about the weight gain and being so lost in life, depressed, having no purpose, just like mentally checking out, just how rough it was, you know, like the depths of hell that my mind went to, and how podcasting turned that around, or helped turn that around, and therapy and meds. Let's be honest, that was a huge one. But I've been disgusted by myself lately a little bit, where every time I like go on my Instagram, every time I like post something, I'm like, this is giving, I'm grossed out by how perfect and polished I'm making my life look. Like, I'm like, yes, it is. This is my reality. Yes, my life is this. Like, yes, these are my, you know, these are my trips, and these are the things I'm doing, and this is my house, and this is my this, you know, my nice this and that. But like, I felt weird about like not having a piece of content that really shows my story, and like that, you know, of where I came from, and like my hero's journey. And like, cause I think it's the biggest piece. It's like your story is all you have, right? Like, it's the most important thing, especially if you're a creator and like you're a podcast host. Like, you need to have a story. Like, you need to have, you know, it helps a fuck ton. And instead of just being like an industry plant where you're just like, show up and you're like, hi, I'm Susie, and we're going to talk about pop culture today. It's like, who the fuck are you, bitch? Where have you been from? Where are you from? Like, what adversity have you faced? Like, what challenges have you overcome? Like, what have you learned in life? Like, tell us about yourself. And so that just the timing felt right. It was 5 years. And instead of making like this really fun podcast, like happy 5 years, I'm like, I'm going to keep it real and post on Instagram. It's crazy how many people, by the way, reached out to me. I was getting texts, phone calls, fucking DMs, like from people that I've never talked to or haven't talked to since like high school. And a reoccurring theme, to be honest, and it totally checks out with what I just said about feeling disgusting and gross about how I was putting myself out there online. You know, in terms of like Instagram, okay, I know that sounds dumb, but like a lot of people's perception of you is based off of what they see on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like your friends, you know, your acquaintances, like you keep up with them and you tap through their story and you see what they post and you're like, oh, they just went to Disneyland, or oh, they just got lip filler, or oh, they're, you know, you like see their life through that lens. And so, anyways, so I've been keeping it really perfect. I've been a little too perfect, like a little too Madison Beer, a little too Meghan Markle on my Instagram, in my opinion, how I'm perceiving how I was perceiving myself, or how I was assuming people were perceiving me too, which is like what you do as a creator. You're like, is this tracking? Is this coming across? You know, I know my podcast does it. I know my podcast I check that authentic box left and right, upside down, always on my podcast, but my Instagram doesn't really reflect like the way I get on my show here. So I got reached out to by a million people, and the reoccurring theme was like, hey bitch, I was like low key jealous of your life. I've been like living vicariously through you, and I had no idea. You know what I mean? So they were like basically confessing like, yeah, I kind of hate watch you, or like, hey, I kind of like wish I was you, or like wish I had your life, or like wish I, you know, made a life for myself like you have, or, you know, they love to watch my life because they see something in me that they have inside of them. Maybe they haven't realized yet, or whatever. Like, they are inspired by me. I mean, a lot of following people on Instagram is inspiration, right? It's pretty content, and you're like inspired by it. It's like, oh, you know. But yeah, that kind of made me feel even more gross, because I'm like, damn, they don't listen to my show, so they don't really get that side of me, but they see me online and they're like, this fucking bitch, you know? So like a little jealousy thing. And I'm like, the fact they admitted that, I'm like, I always want people to be comfortable saying whatever the fuck they want to me, even if it's like negative, even if you're like, hey, you're a bitch and you're, the way you talked about Meghan Markle was uncalled for, and go to hell. Like, I'll take it. I'll take anything. I don't like, I'm an open book. Like, you just come and talk your shit. I don't care. Cause I get it. I get what it's like to follow people and you're like, fuck this bitch. I like follow people, unfollow people. Like I've done that where you're just like, you get exhausted of someone. You're like, I just can't see this anymore. It's annoying me. Oh no, I got a big glob of lip gloss. This is a 7-hour podcast. And I get it. You know, I get it. We're humans. We have these crazy minds that do these crazy things that we don't necessarily, we have control of, but some of it, like you can't, especially with social media and comparison and like being annoyed by certain personalities or the way people look or put themselves out there. Like, maybe you're not into big tits. Like maybe you're like a small titty person and you're like, I can't follow Jacqueline anymore because lately all it seems like she wants to do is show off her massive tits. I get it. Like I understand like how triggering big tits can be. I used to follow people with big tits. I was like, fuck her and her big tits. And then I got them, you know, and then I like refollow that bitch. Cause I'm like, we always hate on what we don't have or what we subconsciously want, or, you know, it's always like a fucking twist. It's never like what it is. It's always like it's always a projection or subconscious thing. It's like based on your childhood and based on like a personal insecurity that you like haven't faced or like can't admit to. And then like you see someone else with it and you're like, fuck her. And I love you for it because that's human and everyone's perfect in their own way. Even when they have, dude, I do it too. I tell you guys about it. I tell you about the people that trigger me that I had to, like, who did I unfollow this week? You know, I can make that an entire segment. Like, who did I hate follow or hate watch for a year and just unfollow her, you know? Okay. This is a long podcast, but we need to talk about propaganda I'm not falling for. Let me do a little check-in here. This propaganda I'm not falling for trend has been a thing or whatever on TikTok. I've seen a lot of people post a list of like propaganda they're not falling for. And it's like chapstick. And then they like do a little stupid bit about like, actually it dries your lips out and it's not moisturizing. Fuck chapstick. That's propaganda I'm not falling for. So I have two. I had 50. Like I literally have a list of 50. I'll probably do like, this might just be a reoccurring segment, like recent propaganda I'm not falling for, or, but I trimmed it down to 3.5. Okay. So propaganda, this is propaganda I'm not falling for. Starting off very strong with Dubai chocolate. Okay. Dubai chocolate is giving industry plant. It literally came out of nowhere. Like it was deployed straight up, like deployed to every grocery store checkout line, every gas station, every fucking Target, Walmart, Costco. I mean, this shit is in like, I think it's in a Chick-fil-A milkshake. I'm assuming like it's gotta be at this point. I'm pretty sure it was in a crumble cookie. So this is straight up, if you had to ask me, I at first thought it was like a social experiment. I'm like, it's kind of giving like something about it is, it feels off. Like Dubai chocolate. Why Dubai chocolate? Why here in America? Why is this everywhere? Why has this replaced the COVID tests at the Vons checkout line? Like when you go to the checkout line now and you're next to that thing where you type in your member number and you put your card in. What's that? Like the card, the card thing, the fucking cashier. What is that called? Where you tap your card, that thing right next to it to the left. It used to be COVID tests for like a long time. And now it's straight up Dubai chocolate. There's like the extra crunchy version you can buy or like the more creamy crunchy version. So, yeah, it feels like a social experiment. This feels like a government mandate. It feels like it's been deployed by Dubai. Like literally, at first, that's kind of what I was thinking. The more I thought about it, I'm like, no, this is a literal like media strategy for Dubai to promote tourism. That's my conclusion about Dubai chocolate. I'm like, this is literally, I know they're putting billions of dollars into this. There are, and speaking of that, there are so many influencers breaking this shit apart on camera, on the payroll. Like, they've got to be paying them. I've seen this now for a couple of years, and lately it's now in all of the stores. It's everywhere. And yeah, the first time I came across it was a couple of years ago, where someone had the giant chocolate bar, zoomed in on the fucking camera. They were like in their car. They probably just got it at a gas station. I don't know, God knows where. I'll tell you about my first experience and what happened with the first time I bought Dubai chocolate. But they zoom it in or they get it real close to the camera and they break it in half, and you're like, what the fuck? And it's like this crunchy white stuff inside of this green stuff inside of a chocolate bar, and it's like giant. It's like not small, it's like big. And you're like, whoa, what is that? What does that taste like? I remember watching do I say Dubai weird? Dubai? Or is it Dubai or Dubai? I was like, damn. The first time I saw Dubai chocolate and I saw someone open it up, I was like, what does that taste like? It made me want to like taste it, right? Like, it was so strange to see all that crunchy stuff in there. Like, what is that? It looks like hay. It's like a hay bale with like green cream around it. So I'm going to tell you a story about the first time I put my mouth around a Dubai chocolate bar. Okay. So I was on a road trip. I don't remember where I was going. I think I was going to Arizona or coming back, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Okay. As you do. So I pull off on the side of the freeway in the middle of God knows, in the middle of fucking God knows, where was I? I was in like the border of like California and Arizona somewhere. It's just like, it's a barren desert. There's like nothing. It was giving Dubai, honest to God. Like, it was giving Dubai. Just dust and nothing. No camels, no like, I'll move on. I'll shut the fuck up. So I had to pee. We pull over to the local Chevron there, and I go in and I head to the back of the Chevron gas station, mini mart, and there it is, staring in my face. What is it, you ask? A key, fuck me, I'm tripping. A door key code thing on the bathroom door. What do you call that? A key. They wanted a secret password to use their toilet. Okay. This gas station, the Chevron, had a passcode thing. You had to know the password to go into their bathroom at this gas. Okay. So I waddle my ass up to the front counter and I go, hey, what's the pass? This bitch, I'm already mad. I'm like getting heated as I say it. So I'm like, hey, what's the key code for the bathroom door? And she's like, the key code is on your receipt after you purchase something. And she just stared at me. I hate that energy, bitch. I hate that energy. Oh my God. It's like, why are you like that? I know you're in the middle of nowhere working at a gas station, and she was cute. I'm like, why are you fucking working here? I was like, I never choose violence. And this is the thing. One of my latest life updates, I should have put this in the life update section, is that my next chapter of life is like, I'm going to be a cunt, straight up. Like, I'm going to be a fucking cunt, and I'm going to be a bitch. And I'm going to work my bitch muscle more because I am too fucking nice. And I currently have mental beef. I'm not going to say what it is, or I'm not going to even allude to it. But I tell Cory about this like every day. I tell him about it and I make up stories in my head, and it's like really helping me like work the bitch muscle, I'm not actually doing it, but I'm like imagining what I would say and how I would be a cunt to this individual that I hate. That I don't even know. Like, it's just so fun. I'm like, wait, being a cunt is fun. I love being a angry cunt. I love being a bitch. but it's in my mind right now. I haven't actually done it. So this woman tells me the door code is on your receipt when you purchase something. And I was like, okay. So I just go, okay, like I'm just nice, right? I'm not a fucking bitch. That was my old era. And I go out to the car and I ask Cory or I'd grab my wallet. Fucking why I was asking for his wallet. I just grabbed my wallet, duh. I grab my wallet and I go back in. I go to the counter. I actually think I got us some Diet Cokes. So I was like, oh, we should probably get something to drink. And I go to the front counter with the Diet Cokes because I was going to purchase those. And what's next to me? Sitting there staring at me lovingly, deliciously, gloriously. What is staring at me right next to the cash register right as I'm about to check out these Diet Cokes? Dubai chocolate. Okay. And I see it and something about it was drawing me in. It was drawing me in because I had never tasted it at that point and I was curious, right? And so I just asked her, I'm about to buy these Diet Cokes so I can use the bathroom so I can get the password on the fucking receipt. And I just asked her, I'm like, hey, have you ever had this before? What's this all about? And she goes, oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, you have to get it. Have you ever tried it? And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh my God, you have to try it. It's so good. Oh my God. And she's like, I like, there's like two types. This one's more crunchy and this one's more creamy, but like, I like the crunchy one because I really like the crunchy stuff inside. I was like, okay, fine, I'll get the crunchy one. So like now she just sold me a fucking Dubai chocolate bar. And then I go to check out. Tell me why 2 Diet Cokes and a Dubai chocolate bar at the gas station was $36. My first experience with Dubai chocolate is I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, California at a gas station, trying to use the facilities, unable to because they don't allow you to blow up their toilets unless you buy something. Okay. So I fucking buy a Diet Coke or a couple Diet Cokes and a Dubai chocolate bar that's $25. It was $25. So yeah, I ate it and I was like, yeah, this is fucking good. So they are fucking good. But that's, speaking of, back to what did I say? Propaganda I'm not falling for. You guys, it's literally like, it's a media strategy because think about it. The UAE's got the fucking, the sports. They're doing the boxing or whatever. They're doing these they're paying massive amounts of money to these Western fucking athletes. You have Live Golf there. You've got these huge boxing I don't know. What are they doing? Boxing over there? I feel like they have like car racing probably. I'm just assuming. I don't know. There's just a lot of shit like going over that way. I've never been. It looks like a beautiful place and just like a fun time. But yeah, anyways, it just seems like I'm sure if I looked that up, like I'm 100% sure the reason why there's so much fucking Dubai chocolate in our country is because they're literally promoting their country. They're promoting, is it a country? What is a state? Fucking city? There's like territory. There's like something there. I don't really know how it's separated. Stupid. Why am I stupid? I use ChatGPT. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, but anyways, it's not Big Pistachio. I also thought maybe it's the Big Pistachio companies, pushing this. No, bitch, it's Dubai. They're trying to get people to fucking shop over there and travel there. And it's how they're going to pay for that fucking 10 mile long country or whatever. What's it called? Like, the city. It's called like the Long City. I think it's called the Long City. And it's like glass. I don't know. It's like a giant building that's like forever in the desert. And I don't know if that's been paused or if they're doing it. But like, I think the Dubai chocolate that's how they're funding that operation. So then I bought the Dubai chocolate and I ate it, or I put it in my bag. I got my receipt. So she suckered me in. I got the chocolate. I put my Diet Coke and my chocolate in the little grocery bag. I got my receipt, 224222, whatever the fucking code was. I went to the bathroom, took the biggest shit. I'm kidding. I don't fucking know. I probably had to pee really bad. Nothing is worse than having to pee really bad on a road trip. I blew up their toilets. I got the fuck out. I sat in the front seat and I ate Dubai chocolate and it was great. And I'm a convert, I'm converted. I'm typically a really dark chocolate person, but like the milk chocolate hits. Propaganda I'm not falling for. Something else that's been deployed in our country all of a sudden that seems like a psyop, if you ask me. Take a guess. Labubus. These motherfuckers are everywhere, okay? These motherfuckers popped out of nowhere. And if you ask me, it's a Chinese psyop. I believe they originated in Hong Kong and they've been mass produced in China now at whatever factories. And now they're just everywhere. Okay. And I see it kind of similarly to Dubai chocolate. But as far as like these being deployed, the little boo-boos literally being deployed off the fucking, like their troops from China. Okay. But instead of fattening us up like the Dubai chocolate, these motherfuckers are dangling off women's TJ Maxx bags in America, spying on us. They're fucking, it's like we were scared about the Chinese spy balloon, bitch. Those are all over. Those are the Labubus are the mini version of that. But there's billions of them or million. How many people do we have in our country? They're fucking dangling off the Kohl's tote bags that, there's some Chanel bags there. A lot of people are putting them on their Chanel bag. I mean, they're on all the bags. They're on all the bags and they're spying on us. It's the Chinese government spying on us through a plush toy that are so addicting to buy. This is my koala Walter. Okay. He's a plush koala that I got for Cory for Valentine's Day. His name is Walter. He's not a Labubu, but it's kind of giving Labubu. Okay. Labubus, what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. The reason why they're so addicting is because they're the mystery, right? The mystery of not knowing which one you're going to get. And then also the chase of like the special Labubu or whatever, like the rare Labubu, it's becoming like a collector's thing. So, apparently lawmakers in Russia have already cited concerns about the mental harm of Labubus and they've proposed bans, and thousands were seized in Iraq for claims of behavioral issues and supernatural associations. So they're like freaked out by the Labubus being like possessed or fucking making people crazy. And also I think they banned them there because it's a child choking hazard and there's chemicals in them. I don't know. Okay. My third propaganda I'm not falling for, I already alluded to, is the third. Oh my God, this is the longest I haven't podcasted since mid-July. So we're coming to a close, but like, Jesus, I'm a streamer. Should be on. Wait, Twitch is bad, right? Like people don't like Twitch. They like did something wrong or something, but everyone's like on, there's like another streaming thing now. I don't fucking care. I just do a podcast. You can find me on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. Propaganda I'm not falling for. Classing it up just because you're older. Okay. Nobody gets a prize. You don't get a prize in this life as a woman. By the way, let's just start out with this. If you're a woman, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You can't win. So like, no matter what you do, people are going to fucking hate you for it. And so what I'm saying is that we are getting so boring, first of all. Like, as a society, we are getting so boring. We are getting so boring. The wellness craze, the trends now are so boring. I'm seeing like clothing and I'm like, huh? Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what's bad when like Kylie Jenner repeatedly just wears, I'm just thinking of her because I always see her outfits and it's like basic, simple jeans. And she doesn't have to like do much to look amazing. She can literally just, she could wear a paper bag, you know, she's one of those people, but like, it's just a lot of like plain Jane shit. Okay. You don't get a prize in this life. If you're a woman, you don't get a prize because, oh, you're pushing 30, you're in your late 20s or you're in your 30s. And all of a sudden you swapped out your tube top and your, you know, booty shorts for fucking linen trousers and a mock neck sweater that doesn't show anything. Like, you don't get a prize for that. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you need to like lean into that aesthetic and like change your wardrobe up and like get boring, bitch. Like, you're not dead. Like, you're not dead. And so like, I'm not saying be a whore, but I'm saying like baddies never die is what I'm saying. Baddies never die. And baddies realize that you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So lean in, be a baddie. That's what I'm doing. I'm literally like, you know what? It's something I've wrangled with a little bit recently, like identity wise, when it comes to getting older. I'm in my 30s now. Future motherhood chapter, you know, God willing, happening someday. What that looks like, who I am, my identity through all that, my former younger me versus me now. Like, you know, I'm going through this like caterpillar to a butterfly transformation. And it's like this thing that happens and you play these tricks because you're like, wait, I'm 30. Okay. So like, I can't dress like that. Fuck that shit. I've never looked this hot. Like, I haven't. And I feel like I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't like lean in to being a baddie and showing off my hard work. Cause I fucking work hard for this body and I work hard for, you know, I take good care of myself. And like, I'm not saying, and I get it. It's like, and this is the thing. There's also the comments from women that, you know, I haven't gotten them, but like, you know, oh, she's a mom or she's married or she's, you know what I mean? Like, people judge that. Like, they judge you being confident and like showing off your assets and like feeling good about yourself and posting a pic or like, you know, whipping your guns out like I am right now. My bicep vein. No, I'm kidding. You know, no matter what you do, again, people are going to talk their shit. So like, just do whatever you want, dress however you want. And just because you're getting older doesn't mean you need to button up. Like, I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck? Why do we, I mean, this is the thing. I always go back to this. And I don't care. I'm just going to speak my truth. And I'm pretty sure I've told this story before and we talk about it all the time. Cory and I were at this local place that is super family friendly. There's always a million kids there and parents and like a lot going on. And we love going there. We like eat there. It's like this really great place. And it's like sort of close to where we live, but I always go back to this. I'm sitting there in a sea of children running around and moms and dads where all of the moms have clearly, and I know it's like, dude, don't judge women and let women live. And I get it. Like, I know this is not great to say, but it's like all the guys, all the men were, it's like, okay, well, they just popped out kids. So of course they're like postpartum and they're struggling with their bodies. I've told this story before. So I'm like, I kind of feel like a bitch saying it again, but basically it's like, okay, I won't even talk about body size because it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that the fucking vibes were so frumpy. And like, even if you're like packing a little more weight, you don't have to, it's just so, they're so frumpy. And I'm like, these men are hot. They're too hot to be with this fucking, I'm like, it's given up. Like it's giving like they gave up and they don't have enough time. They're too, oh my God, this is going to be extreme. I'm just going to say it. Oh my God. I'm going to literally, and I know it's not all about, and I always say this on my show because I always allude to like taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, looking good is feeling good, health is wealth. I always talk about that as like a core tenet of life and being a woman and, you know, living life to the fullest. It's a lot of that has to do with taking care of your vessel. It's the only place, it's your home, you know, and really take that seriously. Like, don't be a fat fuck. Okay. Like, I know we all struggle. I have to literally like go read my story on my Instagram. I posted, but, oh my God, I like pop off and then I forget where I was. And then I look stupid because I can't remember. And then I'm like in the middle of sounding like a bitch and I just sound stupid because I forgot. Oh, this is the extreme thing I was going to say. And then I'll end the episode. If you, literally don't have kids if you can't. Oh my God, this is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. This is what you tune into a podcast for though. I don't care. When the excuse is, I don't have any time because I have 6 kids and that's why I'm 400 pounds. And that's why I don't have sex with my husband anymore because I don't have time because of my kids. It's like, you should not have had 6 kids. Like, don't have kids if you don't have the capacity to like maintain your health and have some sort of, I'm not saying like perfection, like, oh my God, you have to be a fucking bodybuilder and like have abs and shit. I'm just saying, if you don't have the capacity to maintain your health while you have kids, like, don't be a parent. It's too much for you. You know, and I think it's just like sad when you see it. You're like, you've given up. I hate watching women sacrifice so much for their kids to the point where like they've let themselves go and they've completely lost themselves. Like, I hate that. It shouldn't be that way. And you don't have to have kids. Like, you don't have to have 4. You don't have to have 3. You don't have to you can have 1 kid. It's totally fine. But I just hate that vibe of like, oh, I'm a mom. You know how it is. You don't have any time. It's like, I get it. It's reality. It's real. But like, dude, it might just be the dog in me. I got too much of a dog in me, but I know I was joking with Cory. I was like, I'll fucking wake up at 4 a.m. and blow my hair out and put on a fucking lash strip. If I have an event to go to later and I have 3 kids to get up, to change, to feed, to get on the fucking school bus. And then I have to like bring one to fucking date. I don't know. And then I have to go to the event and show up and be in front of people. Like, I'll wake up at 4. And I'll put myself together knowing I have to look presentable for something later. You know, like, that's just, I have a certain standard and I think I got this from, I don't know where it comes from, but it's probably unrealistic to most people. Or it's not to me though. And I think that's the thing. At the end of the day, do whatever makes you happy, do what you're comfortable with, but try to do your best to prioritize yourself and your health. And when I say health, I mean like, yeah, your mental health. If you fucking hate your body your whole life, if you're a woman and you fucking hate your body, that's mental health. You're mentally not well. If that rules your life, if you're always like, every time you put your jeans on, or every time you're always like on this like grind of like looking in the mirror and hating yourself, like, you owe it to yourself to figure that out. That's my biggest mantra recently. I've been talking about that on my show. Like, you know what I mean? So anyways, rant over. I'm glad I left that for the end of the episode. So whoever made it to this point, God bless. Like, you had to go through that with me, but it's like, there is a right and wrong. I know life happens, but I think we're too far. Okay. We have too much access to, we have too many resources and access to information to not take care of her. It's like, I know people struggle. I know the food addiction. I know obesity is real. I know we don't have access to the healthiest food. And I know, fuck me. You know, I can't I'm seeing it from a certain lens, and that's my privilege. That's my privilege. That's my white privilege. That's my, I get it. Like I get that I have privilege in that way. Like I have access to and time and all of that. But if you're going to bear I'm super hardcore about kid stuff now. Now that I'm like thinking about having kids, I'm like, I just see the world a little different now. And I think about the quality of life kids live and how much that trickles down from the parent, or how much the parent influences that, right? And so I just think that I know life's hard, you're busy, you got to work and stuff, but like you want to put your best foot forward if you're going to raise children and bring them into this world, and like be the best you can be and like take that seriously. Like I want to be fit. I want to be healthy, happy. I want to be, and I feel like I'm at this point in life where, yeah, like all of those boxes are fucking checked and dialed the fuck in, where I'd be like great as a parent, I feel like this, but a lot of people are like totally fucked up and haven't worked on themselves, healed anything. And they pop out 6 kids, and then it's just like, it's a shit show. Kids are a fucking shit show. And they don't fix things, they don't. So yeah, anyways, mocktails, propaganda I'm not falling for. I'll end the episode with this. Number 4, mocktails when non-alcoholics choose sobriety. Like I understand, like if you have a family history, like I have an alcoholic father, okay, long history of alcoholics in my family, but like so I understand like if you choose to be sober because like you have family history, you've had bad experiences with someone close to you, maybe dying or like something horrible. Like I understand that, but like these kids out there going to mocktail bars or fucking like these like 22-year-olds choosing sobriety that have never blacked out once, and they're like, we are getting so boring. I know that it's probably in the long run healthier and better for society, but like some of the best times I've ever had in life are like when I'm completely fucked up with my friends. Like it's a part of life. I don't think it needs to be like this. But again, the wellness thing, the linen pants people are wearing, the old money, wealthy, basic bitch, like simple, clean girl, no personality, no like vibe. No one has like a vibe. No one's like a little drunk anymore in the afternoon. Like no one's like, going out to fucking, I don't know, lunch and just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? We're only here once. So like, yeah, take care of your health, but like balance it out with a cocktail here and there, I've never had a mocktail and I never will. I probably will when I'm pregnant, but like, fuck. It's just like the vibe of sobriety right now is like strange to me. And I love the old nostalgic videos and shit of like house parties and like frat parties from like 2014 to like 2016. Everyone like romanticizes that era. That's when I was in college. And just the like chaotic fun hell of that, of like just drunken standing on tables and keg stands and funneling and fucking being so sloppy and just like beer cans everywhere. I mean, I've been to the most disgusting places on earth at college parties. Like those frat bathrooms, it's insane. I could do an entire podcast on a fraternity bathroom and I could break it down. Yeah. So anyways, that's my podcast. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate your listenership, your support, your kind words. Honestly, those messages really, from my post, really like put things in perspective for me. And like, I do have, I'm not like full imposter syndrome, but sometimes you're like, what the fuck am I doing this for? Like, who is this helping? This is super self-serving. I feel a little disgusting and feel like it's self-indulgent. But like when people send me messages and shit and they're just like, I've been here from the start. I've always felt connected to you, or like I always related to you and your story, or like they found comfort in hearing my voice every week. And that helped them or made them feel good. Like That's what entertainers are for, you know? That's what Tate McRae did for me the other night. When she did that like back handspring split thing where she like stuck her leg up, like that comforted me. She's an entertainer. So like, I'm no different. So happy to be here. Happy to help you with your journey of life and be in your ear. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Please hit that subscribe button. Jesus Christ, it almost went, oh fuck. The reason why I'm conscious of my swearing and saying the Lord God's name in vain is because my mom's doing a pilgrimage across the top of Spain. I cannot believe I took the end. I didn't mention it until the end of the episode. Life update. My mom's doing like a 500-mile walk across the top of Spain. And it's like a semi-religious thing, or it is a religious thing. It's like some saint or something that like did that walk during like thousands of years ago. And so many other people have done it. So yeah, I'm hyper aware of saying Christ's name because she's going to listen. And I know that'd be kind of funny for her to hear me catch myself like that. Okay. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google, whatever. Subscribe to the podcast and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave me a 5-star review. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. And if you want to support the show, patreon.com/TJMS. Patreon.com/TJMS. All right, that's it. Hope I didn't piss you off too much. But I said some things, you know. But anyways, I'll see you next week. Thanks for being here. Bye.